Prepare yourselves for battle, heroes.
All right, first gamble of the day is live, and we have got the alliance on the left-hand side with Akir Genji, Brightwing Legacy, Madara Li Ming, Nasmus playing Yrel, and Cattle will be on Anubarak. Over on the right-hand side, it's going to be the Horde with the Anduin Hunter Orc, Albatox playing Hogger, Shadow Moon on Tracer, Zim to play your Muradin, and Banana will be Greymane. There's a con starting in my taunt tomorrow. I have tickets to go. Looked at the schedule. Nothing looks interesting. I might just go the first day to see how I feel. Yeah, that honestly sounds like the best. Like, go the first day, see how it is, hang out for a bit. If you're bored, leave and get some tacos. That's what I would do personally. That would literally be my game plan. Nah, con sucks. All right. Let's go get tacos. Oh no, even like a plate of nachos? Ooh, ooh. I just ate breakfast and I can already go for a plate of nachos. Nubrak burrowing in. Cattle trying to land something here. No connection right onto Muradin as an impale is thrown out. Zoning Banana to the side. Just poking onto the minion wave. Nothing really major happening in bottom lane as Zim will be discovered by some magic missiles of Madara. Looking over into top lane, we are going to have Nasmus versus Albatox, Yrel versus Hogger. We'll take a peek onto that Yrel build and see if it's any different, but it seems to me that Kira's going to be fine here in bottom lane, but it seems to me that the Yrel build has not really changed since the buffs to a buff and debuff to, well, I guess buff to non-meta talent and a nerf to some of the that meta talent of the Templar's Verdict. Armor reduction being reduced from 20 to 15, and percent-based damage was reduced from 7 to 6. But honestly, it still seems like it's the same standard build for Yrel players. Dauntless, level 1. Gonna go Hand of Freedom. We do see the cooldown reduction on the jump, but at level 7, but that wasn't buffed from the patch. I feel like that might just be something that people played with a little bit and just liked. Okay, Genji is able to get out. I thought that last tower shot would connect. First blood does go over to the side of Alliance. Is the con with the most Helldivers coming? I really wanted to go to this weekend, but it's going to have too much going on. Helliverse. Sorry, Helliverse. I read Helldivers. I was like, there's a Helldivers con? Yeah, I don't know what Helliverse is. Light bomb pulse bomb being thrown out right there from Tracer. No connection onto the enemy. Kato's gonna be able to hearth out in bottom lane. Brightwing over in top. Actually gonna phase shift down into bottom, bolstering. Did he get Cattle just before the hearth out, or was that someone else? I'm not 100% sure. Doesn't matter. Hunter Arc will reset. We've got our camps being grabbed by both sides, and this will be objective phase starting in 25 seconds. Oh, Has-Been Hotel and Hell of a Boss. Ah, I didn't realize that that was Hellaverse. That's news to me. I know about those two things. I have friends that worked on those shows. Or wait. I had a friend that worked on Hell of a Boss, I think. Did she work on Has-Been? When Simon comes into chat, eventually we'll ask him, because he knows. Has-Been Hotel is the one that's on Amazon. Hell of a Boss, I believe, is the one that's on YouTube. And I think that's the one my friend storyboarded for. Chastise going out from Anduin. No connection onto the enemy. Hogger looking to jump in with a staggering blow. No connection either. Yrel jumps on in, looking to back away. Still Hand of Freedom level 4. No armor buff to allies. But it seems like the race between these two teams will be taking place in the north-south positioning, and it will be faster to the side of the Horde as they take down the Blue Immortal to 8,827 HP. I mean, the term makes sense when, like, someone explains it to you. It's like, oh yeah, okay. Makes sense. I see it. Good impale onto Tracer. She steps in with the pulse bomb, and Li Ming comes through. Madara with an explosive combo. Looking for another reset into Banana here as he backs away with that Inner Beast active that will time out. And it looks like defense is in place, but I'm taking a look at these health bars. There's about a 6k difference in HP between these Immortals, and I don't know if that can be raced. Actually, it's looking pretty good. If Cattle and Brightwing, or Cattle and Legacy can delay this out enough, It's not gonna be enough. Dang, that was kind of close. They burned down 4,000, 5,000 or so HP, but it still will be the Immortal going over to the members of the Horde here. Thought Madara and friends would be able to turn that around after an explosive moment into Tracer. She's gonna get the recall. Cattle has the read on that recall location. And Tracer Greymane will go down. Hunter Orc should be taken out here. Swift Strike. Yep. But top lane, we still have Belith pushing here, and that's going to be Cattle going up to help clear things out. They'll lose the fort front gate. They'll take some damage onto the fort, but this will be no major structure loss. Oh, I have no idea. I have no idea if that's the case. If my buddy Simon pops into chat, I think he'd know a lot more about it. Decent damage onto Urel. She does take Divine Steed level 7. No change on that build. 5-0 in kills starting things out here as, hey, we got odds on the gamble. Thank you, chat. Bomb onto Legacy right now. He gets chunked a bit, able to tap well. Cure is going to be also... it looks like he actually tapped well early on. That's why he's got healing over time applied. Phase shift from Brightwing to bolster Genji's health bar. A new Brack burrowing in from the flank position will be able to... Anduin will be able to land the Chastise into him, deflect from Curious. He tries to make something happen here. Unfortunately, it's not going to be the case. Stormbolt from Muradin landing onto Urel. Nazma's going to have the Righteous Hammer back to push the enemies away and start to hearth out, but it looks like he'll chill in bottom lane and clear out this minion wave, or this Impaler camp. Jumping over in top, looks like we had a little spray from one of our friends here, and Greymane's just doing his best to kind of clear out the way from a safe distance without getting ganked or blown up by Genji and Li Ming on this double reset composition on the left-hand side. 10 Talontier is just about here, second immortal phase of the game. Urel jumping in for a flank with the Divine Steed. Asmus unable to set anything up underneath the tower shots. The minion wave still eating the priority from that fort. Nubrak lands the burrow into Albatox. That's a beautiful impale. Followed up by the Disintegrate, X-Strike, Genji. There's that double reset composition coming into play. Big burst damage, high mobility. We do have that X-Strike, Blink Heal, Disintegrate, as well as Ardent Defender and Cocoon. Urel checks camp for top. No one's up there. She'll grab the minion wave here as well. And this is a very, very quick first phase of the Immortal over to the side of the Alliance. Horde's not going to step into this one without their 10 Talontier. Muradin finds Cattle. Sim able to connect that Stormbolt into the Anubarak, and that'll be that for the time being. Well, 10s are here on the right, though. Go for the throat. There's a Light Bomb with Muradin. Anubarak's able to burrow and get the self-cleanse with that Unstoppable. Tracer hit with an Impale. And then a Cocoon. She's locked in place. Li Ming with a combo. It's just a half a second too early. Tracer lands the Sticky Bomb onto Legacy. He just stands still and says, cool, I got autos into you, bud. It is going to be a Hortipult for Hogger as well, and the Avatar for Muradin, which is going to be activated right here. Right side, looks like Nasmus and Legacy were harassing onto Banana and crew, but it does not look like Muradin will be saved. The Leap of Faith will land, but Muradin dying shortly after the Genji. As I mentioned, that high mobility, able to track down, and Madara with a little laser light show right there. Top fort will be taken down by the Alliance as they move in through this lane. Looking at top keep. Nazma with the Righteous Hammer. Shadow Moon able to blink away. A lot of damage onto that Tracer, but she will not fall. Another Impale from Cattle here. Urel jumping in. Tracer providing some good sustained damage. Over 50% on that Pulse Bomb charge. Muradin going in, lands the Piercing Stormbolt, soothing this from Legacy. Hunter Orc is still chasing in. Light Bomb not available for... Oh, actually, it is available. I thought it was going to be applied to that Hortipult, but it looks like there was a small miscommunication. Cattle hit with the Sticky Bomb, shares that with Legacy. I don't know if you really want to share that damage. Blink heals around, Cocoon onto Tracer. One more auto is needed, but it's not going to happen because Nubrak landed a nice impale, stalled out Apatox, gave a small window for Legacy to get away. Bottom lane, I believe the fort did go down. I think Mater a hearth out of that lane, and it's 9-0 in kills. Oh, man. The dominance, the control, the play, really, really good from the Alliance right now. Muradin discovers Urel in the bush. She's able to Avenging Wrath away, gets the Divine Steed, and she's out of there. Nubrak, Genji float to bottom, but Nubrak decides to go back to top. Genji kind of in between. I don't know if he's showing like very quickly in lane or not. He's going to discover the enemy here in the rotation. Cyber Agility away, throwing back some Shurikens to get the dismount. He's already finished Shuriken Mastery level 1. I don't know if Kier was trying to do that on purpose, where he was trying to Swift Strike late so that maybe it would pull the Greymane. Not sure if that was like an intended movement right there. X Strike for a cleanse, Deflect activated. Light Bomb will not connect because of that. Tracer goes down to Urel and Li Ming on the right side. Phase shift from Brightwing as she wants to join into this fight. Albatox looking for a staggering blow off that Hortipulp, but it does not happen. Polymorph. Zim gets turned into a crab. After that, he will get Avatar, but it's not going to matter. The Dwarf King will fall. Good Righteous Hammer splits Hunter Orc from being able to get through the side gate here. Cure. Swift strikes through, gets the reset. He's got another one. And this is just looking like a massacre right now, chat. This is looking like an absolute massacre.
You and all your servants in hell cower before me.
Third fight, or third immortal phase of the game. Here gets the phase shift, and all right, here I mean, this is. I don't think I've seen a one-sided match in the in-houses like almost ever, and this is just rough right now. Not sure how the Horde will even come back into this. It's just every single fight is just shut down. It's not even 13 talents here, but they're going in on this, and Nubrak finds the Burrow Charge. Ardent Defender activated by Urel, not even really needed, and Greymane does go down. The Cocoon onto Anduin will expire as a combo from Li Ming, does land onto Shadow Moon. Here comes Cure jumping in, the Light Bomb onto Shadow Moon, but there's no mobility available for the Tracer to be able to chase someone down for that stun. She lands the Pulse Bomb onto Nasmus. Meanwhile, on the bottom left of her screen, we do have Zim going down to Genji Swift Strike, and that is a double kill over to the side of the Alliance, which pushes them into that level 16 faster. Still, no level 13 on the side of the Horde. And as I said, very one-sided. 13 does come through for the right. This Immortal will be going into bottom lane. Bottom lane, it is more well-defended. But this Immortal looks like it could be game-ending. I mean, at least with the pacing, the rampage, the damage available, things are looking good. 1,492 damage into structures with 20,550 points of HP. And just near the same amount. So he's probably got about 40,000 points of shielding and HP, maybe a little shy of that. Oh, no, 40,000.
Let the burning hells atone for their sins.
Big pushing through bottom.
March for hell's gate.
3-level gap. 14 kill difference. They're out looking for an Avenging Wrath flank. Immortal with the spin. Hortipult in from Hogger. Muradin trying to go in here as well. Pressuring on to Madara, and they do find the kill onto Li Ming. And Brightwing, X-Strike from Genji, as they're trying to maybe find some sort of counter kill into Hunter Orc here. Cocoon onto Tracer. Hunter Orc gets a last-second prayer, and that was like 8 HP, I think was the lowest I saw it go. Nasmus still wants to chase this down. Little tunnel vision onto Anduin, but they do find the kill. Nubrak will fall. Cure Genji looking for the... Whoa, whoa, what is this visual bug we got going on with that Anduin Divine Star? Cure gets the mount. Nasmus doesn't have Ardent Defender available for 6 seconds. Meanwhile, the Immortal is still pushing bottom lane with a Fallen Shaman. Greymane's making quick work of that health bar, but the Immortal also doing great work on this keep, and that will be Quadra kill over to the side of the Horde, so it's now a 10 kill difference, but still a talent tier gap. Actually, no, I mean, we're about to have 16 talents here. It's not that big of a deal. Hogger setting up with a vertical bounce in bottom as the camp spawns off the Immortal, the Immortal falling here. Li Ming checks, finds Zim. Hogger almost done. Genji. Cure has the read on that timing. Gets here in time. Phase shift from Brightwing. 3v2 in bottom. Greymane trying to work his way into this. X-Strike from Genji. It's 16 talents here. Fight for both, and Zim getting really low. Genji finds the Swift Strikes through. They don't get the camp. They trade the Li Ming. And Genji will Swift Strike out, but he meets Shadow Moon, and she's got a Pulse Bomb. Tracer gets the kill. Go for the throw, Greymane. Staggering blow, and alright, the Horde, they're clapping back. They're building back momentum in the late game. 16's been pretty big for them. Cattle, Bud, split push a Nubarak build. I mean, he is Beetle Boys. He's got the Mad Lads, which do deal decent siege damage. Nubarak gets the one burrow out, lands the Impale into Greymane. Tracer still chasing him down. Pulse Bomb for the slow. Cattle splits up, lands the Cocoon, but he's dead. Alright. Cattle will be taken down, and Madara clears out bottom. The Horde starting to rally here. Maybe they're waking up in the very mid to late game. Light Bomb from Anduin onto Tracer, lands onto Legacy. Pulse Bomb as well. Pulse Bomb, Light Bomb combo, find the kill onto Legacy, and these staggered deaths in the late game are just really starting to be a nuisance here for the Alliance. Zim and Shadow Moon, they want to chase down another enemy and stagger out another kill. Unfortunately, Zim's Stormbolt does not connect, and Muradin, he's able to join in. Nope, he's just going to anchor for the Allies, so that way Greymane and Tracer finish up the first half of the Immortal quickly. Paler Camp pushing up top. We'll see our Immortal phase swapping here, midpoint. Easy throw, Dynamite thrown out. Combo from Li Ming. Yrel jumps in with the Avenging Rat, the Righteous Hammer. The X-Strike from Kier goes out. Pulse Bomb, eaten by the Ardent Defender of Yrel. Burden, he's going to be eating an Arcane Orb to the face. Few magic missiles poking out from Kier, or from Madara. Landing some damage onto this Muradin as he tries to back away and let his trait kick in for a little extra HP. Might just go and tap well here, realistically, as the Immortal will be poked out a little bit. You can hear Li Ming's magic missiles that... Oh, that level, is it? No, it's the Seeker, right? Yeah, the Seeker, that Seeker noise from level 7. Nubarak looking for the Burrow Charge. Tracer finds a Light Bomb, but it's cleansed away by Brightwing Soothing Mist. An Impale from a Nubarak will land onto Hogris. He does get the bounce. Greymane goes for the throat and finds the beetle that is a Nubarak. We got a little bit of a split moment here. I thought Hogger was getting chased, not the case. Brightwing able to blink over to an ally. The Leap of Faith from Huntork is going to be good. Just checking really quickly if he's got another charge of that. In 10 seconds he will. Hopefully he doesn't need it until then. Avenging Wrath in, Righteous Hammer, Shadow Moon, Tracer. She's able to get the recall out, but Cure, he dives in. X-Strike from Genji to cleanse out the damage of that Pulse Bomb. Cure to getting the phase shift from Legacy. Albatok low. The Immortal phase will go over to the side of the Horde here. Li Ming just struggling. Wanting that reset, but just can't find it. Ah, excuse me. What's up, Jimmy? Oh, excuse me. Allergies are just awful, man. Stop it. I can't. The pine pollen. The trees are just letting out their stuff. Thank you, Jimmy. Hope you're all doing well today. Thanks for hanging out. Genji jumps in. Pulse Bomb. Oh, that was the get stuff that knocked Genji back. Good, a Nubarak Impale stalls out that Pulse Bomb, or that Light Bomb from Trace, or from Anduin. God dang. Different circles, different things. Rewind from Muradin activated right there. Greymane goes in for the throat and finds the kill onto Genji. And the Horde, they're not going to be falling super fast here. I said it was a one-sided game, and that is completely not the case anymore. Looking for one more kill, but they just are struggling to find it up against Legacy's healing. Madara poking out here and there. Nasmus looking to jump in, or actually does jump in. Last week it looked like it was snowing with how much pollen in the air. Oh, that's going to be us in a couple weeks for sure. Mid-June is usually the worst of it. Mid to late June is the worst, and then early July it typically starts to... It's typically done by them, and then we're just literally hoping for, like, one small rainstorm to wash it all off. Until then, like, literally the streets are, like, slightly green. It's like American St. Patrick's Day out here. Can we color something green? Yes. Should we? Why not? Let's go ahead and dye an entire river green. That's a good use of money. That is something we do here in America, chat. There's a few controlled burns already done out here to burn off the pollen. We've had a couple controlled burns, but so we haven't lately just because typically controlled burns for us, like right now they're probably they're probably setting everything up and we're just literally waiting for a rainy day. I always see controlled burns up here like a day or two after we get like some sort of moisture, so that way, you know, the ground is kind of damp. Not as easy for things to accidentally spread. Uh-oh, Legacy. Able to blink over to an ally minion. Able to juke the Tracer and Hogger chasing him down. Tracer's still going for it. Greymane falls. We have Anduin going down as well. Ghost Dunk, thank you for the tier 1 for 66 months. I'll resend your alert after game. Madara gets the kill. That actually might be happening very soon here as we do have a Righteous Hammer into Shadow Moon. Pulse Bomb will not connect. The recall comes through, trying to avoid some of that stray damage, and it's just not enough. A lone Hogger to try and get away as Madara gets reset after reset. The Polymorph comes through, the Avenging Wrath in. Hogger wiggling around here, but this is going to be our first
Team kill
of the day.
Red team's core is under attack.
There's a tournament that's going to be coming up, not this weekend, but the following. And from my understanding, 30K signed up, and Cattle will be playing. It's basically the USA Nations Cup without Brandon. So that's Cure, Madara, Legacy, Cattle, and I'm blanking, and I feel bad. Give me a second here. I'm trying to remember. Cure, Madara, Legacy, Cattle. Who am I missing? I'm losing my mind.
You know this, then why do you serve him? Because he paid me a freaking fortune, you moron. You got paid?
Love seeing Cattle back in town.
Oh, Liam, duh. God dang it, I'm an idiot. I was like, I'm missing the solo laner, and I'm completely blanking on it. Liam's just such a quiet, nice guy. Completely just... We literally had, like, Legacy, Legacy, Liam, Kevin, and I had dinner together one night. It was actually funny. I was sitting at the hotel bar having a beer. And it was one of those things where, like, you pick up on conversations you know. And I no joke heard someone talking about pixels. And I turn around, and lo and behold, it's literally Liam and Legacy talking about, like, Here's the Storm to Kevin. So I jumped over there, and the four of us sat there and talked about Heroes for, like, an hour and a half. Oh, it was a good time. Oh, Germany was a good time. I saw that there's a DreamHack Dallas, like, tweets and stuff going out today, and I was like, I want to go to DreamHack Dallas and work. All right, well, it is going to be an Alliance victory in the end. They did win that one. Small payout. Thank you again, Ghost Dunk, for the resubscription. 66 months. I appreciate that so very greatly. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Tier 3 sub.
Jesus Christ, what the fuck? Oh my fucking god, fucking
Tier 3 sub.
holy shit, what the fuck?
Only 348 months to go, streamer man.
Oh, Kaimo, thank you for the tier 3 for 72 months. I appreciate that. So I just did the math really quickly. Kaimo. If I were to make it another 348 months, I would be 62 years old. If I'm still streaming when I'm 62 years old, I've done something right with my life. In my opinion. New life goals. You won't be as old as I am. That's true. Hey, Kaimo, did you hear about this new flirt? Why is it called flirt? I really need to know. I really need to know. Why is it called flirt? It's like capital FL, lowercase I, uppercase RT. It's called flirt because scientists are bad at names. I mean, I know that. My machine only goes forward at 1x speed. Honestly, for some people, that's actually faster. There were some days when I was an engineer where it honestly felt like someone was rolling back the clock every so often. Like, it felt like that day never ended. And it was like, there was nothing bad. It was just, that day just seemingly dragged on forever. No one likes it when we give names like HV97SQX Delta, so we try and give them cool, sexy names. Well, it's like that's what they need to do with they need to do the opposite with serial killers. They need to stop giving them super cool, like, they need to stop giving them names like the Nightcrawler. They need to give them the name like Fred poops himself on a daily basis. Slasher. I love HV97SQ Delta X Delta. I have it tattooed on my lower back. Do you now? Fred Poops is your favorite serial killer that take that Wheaties? Yes. Yeah, Kaimo, how was your vacation, bud? How was the vacation? How much poutine did you eat? Or did you eat any poutine? Chess made me eat more cheese than I thought was possible, and there are water parks. You know, I haven't seen Chess since that trip, so I'm assuming Kaimo has killed him, and he's doing like a face-off thing. That's not true. I did see Chess last night playing in Gilly Shark and Bingo Night. Or did I? Or did someone just have his login? Culver's is awesome. I've never had Culver's in my life. And it's in, like, there's a Culver's that's right next to the Home Depot Lowe's that I used to go to all the time back by my old house. There's literally in Madison Heights, I think it is, or it's Royal Oak, whatever. It was like a mile or two from where I lived. There was a Home Depot and a Lowe's literally across the street from each other, and there was a Culver's like in the parking lot. And I've never got it. So many people talk about it. You know what? It's on the list when I go back to Michigan next. It's on the list. What's up, Ninja? By the way, my Corsair rep said that stuff's ordered for you. What's up, Hans? Good to see you, dude. Jess and I are the same person now. Oh, so you've done like the Dragon Ball Z fusion, huh?
Who the hell's that? That's not what's his name, the grad student.
Nah, I graduated. Must be the new one.
New one. That's supposed to be a
Prime sub. No message, Bummernon. Thank you for the Prime Gaming for 11 months. I appreciate that greatly. Bandit, do you appreciate that? Oh, you're nervous. We do have the raffle going on right now, by the way, so all subs, gifted subs, all that good stuff will get you entry tickets to the raffle. You can see there's already raffle tickets on the Bandit camera. So Kaimo's Tier 3 just got him 5 entries. Ghost Dunk just got a singular. Bummer just got a singular entry, so that'll be rolling. I will have an actual date. I will have an actual date for the June Bahara soon. I'm going to make the calendar this weekend. I need to make the June calendar this weekend. We're still in May, and I still need to see my May calendar, even though there's only one more day in May, and today we're doing HOTS, Lego, and Bingo. There's a PlayStation. Honestly, shout out to Stark, because I didn't know there was a PlayStation State of Play today until Stark sent me a meme this morning. Stark sent me this meme this morning. The Bloodborne port to PC port, Bloodborne Remastered, Bloodborne 2, Bloodborne Kart, Bloodborne Forbidden West, Bloodborne The Way of Water, Born in Blood, Blood of the Born, Elden Born, Bloodborne DLC, more pig fisting. I didn't see that one. Jason Bloodborne, Left for Bloodborne. There's a State of Play today, and we're gonna be doing bingo. I did not see that when Stark sent that to me originally. That's way too funny. For those that don't know, the visceral on the giant pigs is in the butt. Like, there's like a backstab for the pigs, and it kind of looks like you're putting your whole arm into a pig butt. Just heads up on that one. That's all. Good to see you, Gato. Oh, speaking of Gato, look at that. Look at that. I guess it doesn't work out too well with the green screen. There you go. Our wonderful bird mug. Our wonderful bird mug. Tea time. It is tea time. It is tea time indeed. But also, you know what else it is? It is time for more games, because we've run ads. We ran ads. And my brain's all over the place today, apparently. All right, which team wins Curse Hollow? Alliance versus Horde. There is a possibility for live games in roughly 13 minutes. So we'll do this game, and we'll see if there's live games. There's Ravencourt games that potentially will happen today. Potentially. I don't know if people are going to show up for it, but if they do, we'll swap over to that. If not, we'll keep doing this.
Prepare yourself for battle, heroes.
Nope, that's Raffle. Gamble. Hello? Twitch chat? Oh, I'm not connected to my Twitch chat all of a sudden. Am I connected to the stream? Hello? Alright, there we go. Welcome back, everybody, into the NA In-House's Best of Whatever. My name is Bahamut. On the left-hand side, we have the Alliance with Amadara, Sylvanas, Shadow Moon Blaze, Valimar, Uther, Cattle, Johanna, and Zim to play the Sergeant Hammer. Over on the right, it is the Horde with a Kir Jaina, Abeltox Maiev, Naz Mistahaka, Legacy Muradin, and Banana is your Lucio. Baha, why did you have to flirt with Cat Peach? I did not flirt with Cat Peach. I would never do that. Cat Peach is like my sister. We're actually, so we have a Discord group chat from everyone that came up from this past weekend. You wouldn't flirt with your sister? Weird. Okay. Good body blocking here in top lane onto Shadow Moon. What's up, Mr. Kronkus? But yeah, we have a Discord chat with everyone from this, who came up and visited. And so, like, last night I did a COVID test. I was negative. I did another one this morning just to double check, and I'm still negative. Hostile's partner did a test this morning. She's negative, so I'm not sure how it happened. I'm no virologist. I'm no scientist, but I don't know. We didn't really go out to like a bar or anything like that. We pretty much just hang around the neighborhood. Unless, you know what, Cat Peach, maybe she ate some of the sand at the beach. Maybe that's what it was. It was some of the sand at the beach had COVID on it. I don't know. Well, so she got up on Sunday and wasn't feeling too good, and then started feeling better like a little bit in the day, because they were actually going to get up on Sunday and leave early just because she wasn't feeling too good. But then she felt a little bit better, and she actually did I have COVID tests here. I have a bunch, so I gave her one to do on Sunday when she wasn't feeling good. She did the COVID test and was negative up here. So either my COVID tests are bad, which is a possibility, or it just the incubation time. I don't know. It was weird. I'm something of a scientist myself. Anyways, alright, so let's focus in here for a second. We've had some siege into bottom lane from Zim on the Sergeant Hammer. Opens up the sidewall. Did go into the advanced artillery. Increase the siege mode splash damage to 60% of the basic attack damage. Increase its splash radius by 25%. There's a little bit of a poke over here on this camp on the left-hand side. Legacy playing tank here. I don't see a ton of Legacy Muradin or tanking, and it's always cool to see him off of a healer role. Not just nice to see players on different roles, like Kira playing solo lane is kind of interesting as well. Typically he's on like ranged assassins and stuff, but nice to see him. And melee assassins, you know, Zeratul. But I think I've always really known Legacy for healing. He's also got like a pocket Zagara, I think it is. That actually happened at Nations Cup. Like he got a Zagara on like Dragonshire, and it was like the team was like, okay, this is what's gonna take us into. I think that was actually game 6. And then there was the game 7, which was just rough. Like Legacy, oh man, Legacy was a trooper. Like his contacts were drying out. He didn't have his glasses. Like, oh man. Like he was literally running to the bathroom between games to splash water in his face so he could like try and get some sort of moisture in his eyes. That was a long day. That last day was long, especially for NA because they had to play so many games that day. Sorry about that. Reminiscing about Nations Cup, as we do have the hammer falling in bottom lane to Lucio. Legacy gets the channel on this objective phase. Someone should have been cutting onions near him. I bet, you know what? I bet it was Team Sweden who got eliminated by Team USA. I didn't see Team Sweden like immediately when they lost. I didn't see them anymore around the event. So I'm willing to bet they were sabotaging Legacy. NA would have won if they weren't sabotaged. I would flirt with Baha's sister. Well, good thing I don't have a sister. Aren't you married? Zoom gonna be pulled by the Umbral Vine here in bottom lane, pushed around by Lucio. Banana finds the kill with Alvatox. Alright, Twitch Gamble is closed out. We got 1.9 to 3K. Thank you all for the odds. I appreciate that greatly. Hope you're all enjoying the games today. We got a really fun stream today. We're trying something new a little bit later on. We're gonna be doing a Lego build on stream. Never done one before. It was a sub goal from our subathon back in April. And we also let chat vote on which model they wanted me to build. And we landed on the Mario Piranha Plant. It's like 500 something pieces. Erdendorf tossing in. Zim with a concussive blast back. Jet Propulsion with the Pyromania active. Trying to pressure onto Alvatox here. Kira getting a little bit low. Twin Flames take him down. It's actually Valimar Uther able to get that last little bit of damage. Jet Propulsion to the face of Muradin. Legacy trying to back away, trying to get his trait to kick in, but look at Cattle on the right-hand side of your screen on Pumped Up Pato! Unable to land any sort of extra pressure onto Legacy. Does get the Shield Glare, which probably interrupts his trait, but this will be channel from Zim, and we will see 9 to 9 in our levels. It is going to be 2 to 4 in kills. No major structures to fall yet, but it's a Hawker Brush stalking into top. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Is there a stun into him? No. I think I've actually seen one before. But that's whatever. That's whatever. Imagine if a team was winning in hockey and the opposite team pulled their goalie for more players. And it was a legal thing to do, but then the team that was winning lost a goal because now they had an offset number, and then they started complaining to the refs because something legal was done within the rule set. And it's a widely known thing that can be done and has been done. Sorry, excuse me. Legacy is gonna take a hit from the hammer here. We do have the explosive of the unstable poison from Sylvanas clearing out this wave a little bit faster right now. Goalies are overrated. Yeah, that's why. But you should never pull your goalie, but you can pull your goalie. Kira's clearing out the wave. Sorry, I'm a little distracted. I apologize. Dahaka's going to brush stock in. We have Maev going down on the north side of the engagement. Big blessed shield from Kato right now to a few enemies. Banana's going to have to wall right out, trying to bolster that health and play in and out of this fight. He's really low. Jet Propulsion rounds the corner, doesn't find the stun. High fives from Lucio will be coming out as well. We've got Nasmus popping that burrow. Madara looking to continue pressuring. Shadow Moon will get the channel, I think, uninterrupted, as Maev will respawn in a moment here. When we talk about talents, though, we've got Wailing Arrow, Bunker for Blaze, Divine Shield, Bless Shield, as well as the BFG, which is on cooldown. Water Elemental on the opposing side, Containment Disc, Isolation, Avatar, and High Five. Containment Disc onto the Sergeant Hammer. Madara a little bit low here, chased down, and will be taken out by Lucio. Lucio, the true assassin of this team. I think this is like third kill of the game. Either way, Jaina finds the kill into Sergeant Hammer, shutting down that tank, and it does not look like Uther will fall. Iron Skin active from Cattle, looking to pressure back onto the enemy. We do have Shadow Moon around this objective, but yeah, I'd like to see them just run out of here, get some soak, and look for 13 while the allies respawn. Cattle delayed. Oh, Albatox delayed from Shadow Moon. Oil Slick's being thrown around. No level 13. Another Twin Flame. BFG comes through. Gets some damage. The mini wave, by the way, in top was pushed onto the fort, but the fight does persist. Bless Shield from the Johanna coming out. High five from Lucio allows the allies to back away. Bunker from Blaze was summoned. Shadow Moon should be delayed by some Fan and Eye of poke here and there. Water Elemental around 50% duration. Sergeant Hammer trying to take that down a little bit faster. Legacy with the Hearth out completely, and they are going to eat the curse on the side of the Horde as the Alliance continues to push in. Oh, Haunting Wave over the wall. Nasmus caught between Oh! Wailing Arrow says, no way, you're not getting out of this one, bud. And that will be a singular kill onto Dahaka. Sylvanas finishes out the top lane fort. Are they going to go for boss here? Doesn't look like it. Hammer
has destroyed a fort.
Blowing down mid. Jet Propulsion has discovered Muradin. Legacy pops his avatar, throws the Piercing Stormbolt, gets the value onto Madara Valimar. Looking to continue pressuring with the help of Maev, but Legacy's getting really low. No healings around. That's Lucio in bottom lane is where he is, and Cattle's going to go down in bottom. We will be having Albatox trying to break away in top. Gets the Vault of the Wardens, and maybe... Nah, Madara has the last little bit of damage needed. Bottom, mid fort goes down, top and bottom. Triple fort phase for the side of the Alliance, and with the objective phase about to expire, this is going to be boss call for our blue team. Yo, Vandal. I'm excited for your monitor to arrive tomorrow. You know what's great? Your monitor will arrive tomorrow, and I'll be playing Ghost of Tsushima, so you'll be able to see some quality visuals on that new monitor. Boss is going to be leashed in top lane. Looks like they're actually going to trade bosses, though. I think this is the proper call. I'd always play goalie when I was in soccer or football, but instead of guarding, I would play in the dirt and try and find worms. I played goalie for soccer when I was a kid, and there was a bee that chased me, so I ran out of the goal. And the coach yelled at me. And I told him that there was a bee chasing me, and that I was scared. And he just, I vaguely remember him sighing. I also have a very embarrassing memory of of when I was playing, and I went to go kick the ball that was wide open, and my pants were on backwards, and I caught the drawstring, and I pulled down my pants. That is not, that happened. I remember I asked my parents about it, and they said yes. We were in the crowd. Lazy Hydra, thank you for the Prime Gaming for 41 months as I tell an awkward story about when I pulled down my pants playing soccer. What's up, Quid? Ooh, HOTS content. Quid, when am I not doing HOTS content? Come on. When am I not doing HOTS content? Besides Fridays. And sometimes Saturdays and Sundays. Wailing Arrow from Sylvanas will be thrown out there. 16 talent here on both sides. Isolation onto Uther, but he does get that Divine Shield off in time. Blessed Shield from the Johanna will be summoned out as well. Unfortunately, it's going to be Sergeant Hammer, the one to go down. The drag from Dahaka with the elongated tongue level 16 not going to connect, but the Umbral Bind does, and Valimar will go down. Legacy Dwarf tossing in, looking for Cattle. Push off from Lucio to slow down Cattle. Does he have the oh, he actually has the heavy caster, so that's a stun as well. Cattle's going to be going down. It's going to be a triple kill through bottom lane for Maiev, as the boss is going to be dealing some damage to the keep, but will not take it down. You wear pants? Well, athletic shorts, you know what I mean. I stopped playing soccer when I was a kid because I fell on the ground too much. That sounds like a kid reason. When I subbed yesterday, it did not show up. Don't matter, always fun. Oh, Vandal, if you can get it to trigger, like if you have an option for it to go off, by all means, please do, because that way I can get you a raffle ticket in the Baharas giveaway. That is the way that I track my raffle tickets, is through the alert system, so be sure to trigger that alert so I know. Exclamation raffle if you'd like to know more. BFG almost taking down Kier, gets the dismount into Legacy as he's rotating into the allies, but Lucio's got the speed boost, and they're out of there. Now that I've grown up, I realize it's clearly a sign I should have gone pro. Oh, okay. I get it, because of the falling, and yes.
Or face my curse.
I'd say it'd be even better if you were like, yeah, I tried to play soccer when I was a kid, but then I ended up going into acting, and you know I should have gone pro in soccer. Soccer, football, whatever you want to call it. Robines, cleansed out by the Iron Skin, Wailing Arrow in from Sylvanas. Bill the Forsaken popped as well to try and chase down the enemies. There's a Blessed Shield from the Johanna. No, actually, that was not. She's inside a containment disc. Misread the model really quickly. Banana with a little push off. A little sound wave to push back Cattle as he was stepping up to try and get some sort of Blessed Shield in. Shadow Moon splits off once again, and we'll get another tribute point for the allies. Hey, Vandal, thank you. Thank you for converting your Prime into a tier 1. Did you see the deer? No, I have to look in the animal photos. My bad. BFG in mid lane as another fight does break out. Wasn't expecting that so soon. Shadow Moon still trying to chase down as Cattle steps in as well. Legacy on the left-hand side pressuring onto the back, but it's just really not that much pressure. It's more so... Oh, actually, Blaze is starting to get a little bit low. He summons the bunker. Nasmus lands the drag. It's cleansed out by Uther, 30-something HP. Lurker Strain, they're trying to chase him down, but the Haunting Wave allows Sylvanas to get away. Unfortunately, Blaze and Sergeant Hammer will be taken out, and Cattle now being chased here. Turns around, goes to look to re-engage onto this, but he gets dropped down to 50%. Stormbolt, and Cattle is out of here. Bind onto Uther. Looks like he's going to be taken down as well. Tower shots do zone Legacy. Haunting Wave. Maybe they get the counter kill. The Legacy's got the Dwarf launch out with the last little bit of mana. Madara's still going for this. Throws a Wailing Arrow out. Goes fishing, but no Legacy on the end of that hook. There's the animal photos. Oh, those deers. They got kind of aggressive when you had snacks, but other than that, they were okay. How are deers aggressive? Do they, like, headbutt you or something? Banana! Are you B-stepping a boss? It's 10 seconds, man.
How quickly the tide turned.
I like Madara, I don't think Madara realized where the enemy team was in that moment. I couldn't imagine getting headbutt by a deer. I don't think that'd be very comfortable. Because they kind of got that, like, flat on the top of their skull. Good surface area. Doink you in the crotch. Alright, 32 seconds to go on the death timer for Sylvanas. 10 seconds on the subjective. It is favorable position. Still is the fort and top lane to retreat to, but I don't think they want to 4v5 this. Looks like Alliance are gonna eat the curse. Alright, so top lane will push back out. Murden grabbing vision. Uther clearing out mid, or at least he's safely doing his best to do so. Oh, I would 100% do that, Quid. That seems awesome. I was actually, some of my friends that were visiting go to Japan quite a bit, or have been to Japan quite a bit, so we were talking about that a lot.
Red team has destroyed a fort.
My loose plan for or at least my desires is Sapporo for at least a week, do Tokyo for a couple days, and then do like a smaller city, something like something kind of Tahoe pace, where it's like not a small town, but it still has like, you know, some tourism in it. But I'm not a big city person. Like Tokyo, I'll do that for a couple days, whatever, get out of there. But yeah, that's literally, that was like a big conversation. Shadow Moon will be taken down by Dahaka. Legacy gets the Avatar activated with like, I think, a sliver of HP. The curse is going to be will expire here. The boss is going to take down the top lane keep. And will the members of the Horde be able to take map number 2 of the day? Cattle gets the Divine Shield in time by Valimar. Does not seem like the Horde are going to try and end just yet. They're going to back off, and I see pings for a camp. Am I going to Japan? Not anytime soon, but I have a plan that I would like to. Like, I have places that I'd like to go, so that if I ever stumble upon $5,000 casually, then I'll execute it. Honestly, like, I think that's roughly what I would need. Between flight and doing, like, fun stuff and not being sitting there, like, counting, like, okay, this is gonna make me broke. What's up, Shakanabashi? You're definitely one person that I should hit up if I ever go. Cattle doing his best to defend with some allies. There was a Sylvanas kill in all of this. We do have Blaze respawning here in a moment. Mid lane keep will go down. Murder Dwarf tossing in. Legacy gets the rewind. Tons of damage onto Sergeant Hammer. And Zim will fall to the Lucio, who goes in with a mixing fire, closing the distance onto Cattle and Valimar. But they're able to get into the Hall of Storms. Push off from Lucio with the heavy casters. Blaze is able to summon the bunker in time. Shadow Moon gets a huge jet propulsion splash onto the enemies, but I don't know if Shadow Moon will live. There's going to be a nice Storm Shield from Cattle. A containment disc that kind of saves Blaze here for a moment. Cattle continuing to get a lot of shield glares. He gets cooldown reduction on that level 20 from hitting shield glares onto enemy heroes. And with so many people stacked like this, it was easy to get that reset. What's the cooldown? 60 seconds, and you get 8 seconds off per shield glare. So in theory, you can get most of the cooldown by hitting 5 enemy heroes. And it's, you know, Zealous Glare level 1, you get the extra charge. But I do believe this is going to be the Horde taking map number 2 of the day. Lucio goes down. Hold on. Maev as well. Blizzard has been summoned. Okay, they do get it. The Ice Block, I think, bought the window. Actually, Legacy was still in car. I didn't even see him right there, so no. They had that just fine. If you're not visiting Kyoto. Yeah, Kyoto I definitely think would be on the list as well. If I were to do it, I feel like it would be anywhere from 3 to 4 weeks if I were to go. Like, if you're there, like, why not really do it to it? But that's some years down the road, I think. That's some years down the road. Not anytime soon right now.
Who the hell's that? That's not what's his name, the grad student.
Nah, I graduated. Must be the new one.
New one. That's supposed to be a
Prime sub.
W W W W W W W W W W W W W W W W W W W W W W W W W W W W W W W W W W W W W W W W W vertical bar.
Lazy Hydra, thank you for the Prime Gaming for 41 months. Vandal, thank you for converting your Prime into a Tier 1. Thank you very much as well. W. 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 Why does it always ignore all but one vertical bar? Well, I don't know. You did not do that? No, but I did see that. It says right here. It says right here. Vandal has continued their sub from Prime Gift to Prime/Gift to Tier 1. That's what it says on my thing. It also popped into chat as well. A Vandal converted their Prime sub to Tier 1 sub. I don't know. That's what it says in Twitch. Twitch would never be wrong. Twitch would never be wrong. Pfft. Twitch would never be wrong. So there's currently 10 players for the EU stuff. Okay. Alright, we're swapping to EU. Alright, so we're gonna say this is live EU in-house matches. Are these matches live? W. W. No, I can't get it out of my head. W. 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 Shoe on head. I don't have a shoe, but I got a pen. I got a pen. You probably all be negative until you start actually having symptoms. These strains are getting crafty. What if I just don't? What if I just don't? Okay. W. 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 Okay. Go ahead and fix the bandit camera for all of you. What's up, Raka? How you doing, bud? Your name is Bahamut. Bahamut, and I'm in your chat. You are in my chat indeed. Good job last night. Good job last night. All right, I'm gonna go grab a cup of tea. I'll be right back. He did have this earlier. Just had to delay it out a little bit because he got some egg right before stream. So I try to space out his treats. Mr. Good Boy. All right. Oh, I forgot to turn on my camera. Oh well, whatever. You got to see some Baja belly. Say nice things. He has a nice beard and a very nice dog. Thank you, I appreciate that, Lard. You are a beautiful boy. You know that, right, Bandit? You're the best boy on earth. Okay, job. I don't have the endurance. Oh no. Don't compare. If you had fun, that's what mattered. I had a good time watching. You were entertaining. That's what matters. So one of the friends that came up here is a registered nurse, and so he's mentioning stuff about the COVID, and he's mentioning like you'll probably all be negative until you actually have symptoms. The strains are getting crafty. So I was like, oh, so drink a lot of beer. I'll tell everyone that you told me. And so his response was, you got to switch to liquor, teach your body hostile territory. So my response is, all right, shots of vodka during state of play every time Bloodborne isn't mentioned. Oh, could you imagine? A shot every time Bloodborne isn't mentioned? It's a half an hour state of play. I think I'd be dead by like minute 10. The birds would distract you. It is nice out here. It's nice and warm, finally. The worst is casting in the winter out here. Oh my god, it's freezing. I gotta bundle up for a stream. So cold. So very cold. Oh, look at him being cute. Look at him being cute. How do you not subscribe to the stream? How do you not subscribe to this, chat? How do you not subscribe to this? Look at this. How do you not subscribe to this? How are you not like, oh my god, I need to support the good boy? How do you not look at those eyes and go, damn, how do I not tier 3 sub to this channel? Your body is a temple, and that temple should be crumbling. All right, where am I parked here? I need to focus on this really quickly, make sure I don't miss any lobbies. No rage quitters. What's up, Last? Good to see you, bud. Might take a hot minute. I prefer a cold minute, BRB soaking. Thank you for the update. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. No, thank you for the heads up. So if that's the case, then I'll run another block of ads and get it out of the way now. So that way, when the ads are probably done, they should be relatively done. And that way I don't have to run any ads. So that'll be good. That'll be good. Thank you for the update. I appreciate it. Hope you're doing well, bud. Excited for the season. I'm excited for your league season here. Does it overlap with the Hanzo Genji Cup at all? So, Hanzo Genji Cup, so there's qualifier this weekend. No, next weekend. When's the next qualifier? Hold on one second. Links and info. Oh, qualifier on the 8th and last chance on the 9th. Interesting. It doesn't overlap with the okay. That's what I was wondering. Qualifier number 2 still has only 2 people signed up. Granted, there still is over a week for people to sign up, so there's that. And then the playoffs for the Hanzo Genji Cup literally are at the end of June. And then you guys start up the following weekend. I mean, you guys are EU, but just heads up, you might have... It might be... Well, I mean, I don't think you're going to get many NA teams. Because the weekend of the 6th, your first thingy... The weekend of the 6th, that is the weekend of 4th of July in the United States. Because 4th of July is on a Thursday, so typically companies would give people the 4th, 5th off. Or people get the 4th off, and they typically take the 5th off or get it off from the company if they work for a decent company. And then they'll have the 5th, 6th, and 7th off usually, so... On the NA side of things, it might be lacking. I'm not going anywhere. I would have been at GDQ, but I didn't get accepted for hosting, so... That's a lot of freedom. Not really. No. There are 6 days you are legally given off, and that's not always. There's 4th of July, Memorial Day, Labor Day, Christmas, Thanksgiving, and one more I'm forgetting. It's not Martin Luther King Day. I'm blanking on what it is. Did I say 4th of July? New Year's. Oh yeah, New Year's Day. I'm not like Potato Gay. I'm not exaggerating. Memorial Day, we just had it. Memorial Day is a Veterans Memorial Day. It is a day to celebrate the service of our fallen soldiers. Looks like I have 4th off, but not the 5th. That sounds like America to me. Is it a holiday? Yes. Memorial Day is, yes. But, like, Martin Luther King, not everyone gets that off. Like, when I worked as an engineer and architect, those 6 days I mentioned, those are the 6 days you get off. Like, I remember I would go, like, you'd have Thanksgiving off, and most companies give you the, because Thanksgiving's always on the last Thursday of November in the United States. And most companies would give you Friday off because you spend the day eating, drinking, gorging yourself, cooking with your family. What, are you going to get up and go to work the next day? No, typically, yeah. We just had like 3 days off in Germany. Oh, Potato Girl, you don't have to brag. You don't have to brag. Trust me, you don't have to brag. Sweden has a lot of red day. What are red days? Are those like days that the companies are shut down? Red days are holidays. I've never heard it called that before. Bank holiday, I've heard it called that. Today's a random holiday. I don't even know what it is. Talked to a student today who completely missed it was a holiday. Huh. They're all red on the calendar? Oh, really? Oh. Not our calendars don't do that. I guess, I mean... I guess they're saving the ink because there's only 6 days they could mark red. And if you live in the United States, you are and you work full time, you are like, oh god, those days are coming. That one free day I don't have to use my sick days off for. Also, I hate the whole EUNA thing. I grew up with parents that just constantly do that. Like, I told my mom about odorless paint thinner, and she was just like, only in America. And I was like, Mom, it's no. I think when my parents don't understand something, that's just their go-to phrase, like, only in America. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure odorless paint thinner exists in Europe. But I will say this. One of the nice things about Europe is that the calendar actually, like, week makes sense. Your sick days are a commodity to ration? Yes. Oh, absolutely. So like when I worked as an engineer, so keep in mind, I would be working on $500,000 projects that I would be managing. I was getting $18 an hour. I had to work 90 days before I got any, like, I had to like prove myself, so I had to work 90 days, and then after that I got 5 days of vacation and 2 sick days. And then after, based on the company handbook, after I think 3 years, I get 1 more vacation day and 1 more sick day. And then it's like 5 years, you get like 1 more vacation day and 1 more sick day. 5 years. You have 7 days off for vacation. Oh yeah, and technically in that first 90 days, you're not allowed to be sick. Technically in that first 90 days, you're not allowed to be sick because that's the proving time and they can let you go. You also don't get in health, you don't get on the company health insurance typically until after that 90 days. Sitting here as a salaried American nodding quietly, accurate for the next 5 minutes, yeah. I saw a post today, coworkers. Oh yeah, that's an old one. That's an old one. It was like a teacher or something like that who had like cancer, I think it was. I remember reading about that as well. Like there was a teacher that got super sick, and I think it was like something that was like medical sickness. It wasn't like they had like a really bad cold. And the other teachers pooled their sick days for that teacher. Greatest country in the world. I'm glad you made it through that, but Klaus, that's such a bummer. It's also like, and that's the thing too, is like if you work in America as well, like you don't want to get sick in the beginning of the year because you typically want to save, like, look at it this way. So if you have 5 vacation days a year and 2 sick days, so you have 7 days off. You typically use one of those for the Friday after Thanksgiving because you're not given that for free. There's typically one around, some companies will give you get Christmas Day off. I think I forgot to mention that one, so maybe 7 days you get off a year. But then typically you want Christmas Eve, so that's another sick day that you're using. So now you're down to 5 vacation days. And then you're like, okay, well, do I want to take an actual vacation, or do you just spread it out? Do you go, okay, we take a long weekend around 4th of July, a long weekend around Memorial Day, a long weekend around Labor Day? So, yeah, like, it starts to go down really, really quickly. I think flex hours are super common in Scandinavia. I tried to do that at the engineering place where I actually said to them, I was like, hey, if I work, like if I work extra time, can that be banked as days off? Like, can I... If I work 45 hours in a week, can you just take that 5 and then add up a bunch of those extra 5s and then give me like extra days off? And they were like, no. And I was like, all right, I'm literally foregoing overtime pay for PTO. Like, I don't know. And it wasn't like a 1-to-1 thing. Like, I work 5 extra hours, I get 5 hours of a day off. It was like, I looked up something. There was like a ratio. It's like for every week you work, like, for every, like, half a week or a week of extra work you do, you get, like, a couple extra days off. Like, there's something that's established, but... By the way, if you're wondering what's going on, we are waiting for players to get out of a game, and we will be starting to do our live cast here in just a moment. Thank you for your patience. I do apologize. But I thought this would be a little bit more fun than checking out replays. I know you all love live games, so yeah. So we're just hanging out, we're chatting, we're just waiting for 2 players to get out of their games, and then we'll get into some casting. Alrighty? Until then, tell me about how's everyone's week going? How y'all doing? We just had Memorial Day here in the United States. We had a nice 3-day weekend. For where I live, up in Tahoe, I live in a tourist town. So this is like the start of our summer. This is the start of when we get a lot of tourism up here. So it's going to start being a barrage of people. I mean, I literally saw the hot air balloon going out this morning. So they're already starting to do flights of the hot air balloon out here. Working 3 jobs, 90 hours a week, the American dream. Potato Girl, before I swapped to full-time streaming, and I'm not exaggerating, I was working 50 to 60 hours as an engineer and streaming for roughly 20 to 30 hours a week still. At one point, I worked 60 days straight. During the first season of CCL, I worked 60 days straight. Because I would have no days off. I would literally work 5 days as an engineer, Monday through Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday I was casting CCL. I literally had no time off. Did that 60 days straight. The first that like I had a 60-day stint, and then I remember it was Halloween was my first day off until then. So I remember I had Halloween off, and a bunch of friends and I went out and partied. And then the next day I was back doing CCL stuff, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, Lard, I will say this. I personally, I see people getting into groups here, so that's why I know I'm keeping my eyes out for a lobby link or a lobby post. So the hot air balloon here in Lake Tahoe, you can actually look it up. It's really fascinating. What state do I live in? I live on the border of California and Nevada. Literally, so where on a U.S. map where Nevada does that, there's that like jaunt that goes southeast. That jut is the center of the lake where I live. I live in South Lake Tahoe. So the hot air balloon that's out here, it is the only one, and I've actually wrote it. It's amazing. It's the only one in the entire world that is launched and caught on a barge. It's this humongous barge thing that they float out to the lake, and then that way they can position based on the wind, and they can also pick you up. So what they do is they have, and let's see if I can find a photo of it. That's easier to explain. So here you go. So this is actually a really good image right here. Oh, it just took me to their website. Okay, there you go. That's a really good image right there. So what they do is they have this. Oh, there's the lobby. Did I get it? Okay, cool. So they have this barge thing, and they have these metal rods. They fold back in, so they inflate the balloon on the boat, and then they quite literally take you out from there onto, you get floated up and stuff like that. There you go. You can see it's actually inflated right there. It's so cool. It's so cool. And then they do like a little water touch every single time. There you go. That's actually Talak Mountain back there. That is our famous South Shore mountain. So yeah, it's super duper cool. It's super awesome. If you ever come to Lake Tahoe, that is like the one thing. It's expensive, but that is the one thing that I always recommend. Like, if you have the money for it and the time, absolutely do it. It's pricey, but it is probably top 5 things I've done in my entire life. Like, I've traveled all over Europe. I've seen the Colosseum. I've seen the Eiffel Tower, Leaning Tower of Pisa. I've seen a bunch of historical stuff throughout Romania, through Germany. I've been to northern and southern Germany. Been all over Spain. That is the coolest thing one of the coolest things I've done in my entire life. Oh. You ever get a chance to do a hot air balloon, especially in Tahoe, do it. Do it. I had friends that worked at the local pot shop, and they got like a free ride from the company. And so I was talking to one of them that I was like, oh yeah, I just went, talking about it. He's like, yeah, dude, I snuck a bong up there. And I was like, I'm not surprised, man. I'm just not surprised. Like, he was like, they said no backpacks. I snuck that backpack on. I'm like, you would, Doug. You would. Have you ever tried a cold air balloon? What? I believe that's just standing on the ground. All right, we've got 10 players. We've got everyone to go. We're getting into this. Have you ever tried a helium balloon? No, thank you. Aren't they making a helium balloon nowadays? Like, isn't there like aren't they working on like a new helium ship or something? Maybe I'm crazy, but I swear I heard they were working on something. Like the Hindenburg, but with less hydrogen. Yeah, it's UK companies helium-filled aircraft could revolutionize. Okay, so UK airship. Fly high in UK's modern-day green airship. It looks kind of sussy. Helium is the safer one? Oh, okay. Like the Archer. Oh my god, I haven't thought about Archer in ages. I need to rewatch Archer, to be honest. That's one of those like, I've been rewatching a bunch of TV series. I rewatched all of Parks and Recs. I rewatched all of Community recently. Oh, I just finished the first season of Mob Psycho 100. I love that show so much. I did watch there's a new TV show on Netflix called Tires. That was pretty good. Archer's on Netflix now? Yeah, that was why I was like, you know what? I should rewatch Archer, because it just popped up on Netflix. Now, that's not bad. I need to finish Mob Psycho 100 first. The second season came out, or the second season, I think all of it just got released on Netflix, and I had never saw the second season. That is a very fat Stellar J. Oh, he's gone. It's a very fat Stellar J. You just finished watching Mob Psycho? The second season? I just finished season 1 last night. Oh, man, dude. I saw the first season, like, back in 2015 or something. Maybe 2016. I know it was back when I lived in Metro Detroit area, so... Alright, readies are rolling out, and we're gonna get going here into our first map of the EU in-houses. Exciting stuff. I saw that, Gato. I need to download that, because there's some birds out here that I'm unsure about when I go on my walk with Bandit. Welcome, everyone, into the Ravencourt EU in-houses. My name is Bahamut. On the left-hand side, we've got the Alliance with a few wonderful players we'll introduce in a moment here after we get through the draft. Yes, these games are live. They're live. They're live. The games are live. Guess what, chat? Did you know that these games are live? On the right side, it will be our Horde. We're going to Dragonshire for map number 1. These are the Ravencourt EU in-houses. And that just basically means we're playing on EU. That's really the difference. Outside of our NA games, we've just got EU players. I think I need to park myself in this Discord channel. There we go. I think I need to park myself in that Discord channel so that way they don't lose the bot thingies, so I'm just going to do that. Anyways, are the games live? I'm not sure. Oh, live games? I can finally watch the stream. I hate you. You just twist the knife. Naturally, I forgot who... Oh, no, you're fine, Gato. We're a bunch of ADHD kids, you know? Between the 5 people that were up this past weekend, between all of us, we only forgot, like, 3 things. We forgot burger and hot dog buns and the burgers. There was because one of the couples was swinging by Costco, and I thought I had said to them to get beef for tacos, and then we'll use the excess to make burger patties. And then he ended up just buying like steak for the tacos, which worked out great, but we just didn't have any burger patty stuff, so we had to run out. But no big deal. It was not that big of a deal. There's a Smart and Final not too far from my house that I can zip to without having to deal too much with traffic. Alrighty, first pick Samuro. First pick Samuro for the side of the Horde. Okay, alright, just kill the right image. We have got a Sylvanas Chromie on the right band, Vala and Li Ming on the left. You know what I really don't hate up against Samuro is things like Chromie. Well, Chromie she's banned away for the Time Walker's Pursuit, but you also have things like the Rexar with Flare. Flare is a really good way to constantly get vision if you are solo laning up against him. But right now it looks like it's going to be Blaze and Lucy to start things out. Blaze can be used as the main tank, kind of like how we used to see Arthas back in the day. Like Arthas would be drafted early. It's like, ooh, is he solo? Is he main tank? Typically, it's just going to be solo lane for those kind of characters. Arthas did get a buff in our most recent patch, so see if we'll see if he's going to be seen at all or tested. These games, as I mentioned, are live. We are on a live patch, all that good stuff. We're over here on the EU server. Johanna grabbed as well as Junkrat. So the one sort of like looming thing right now is, will there be an Abathur? Are they going to go Abathur Smurro? It's not like it's necessary, but it does help out quite a bit. It is a very nice synergy together, especially with the slow from Abathur as well as the level 16. I'm blanking on the name of the talent for Samuro, but the Advancing Strikes, I think it is. But either way, it's the synergy from the slow and the auto attacks of Samuro between those two works out really, really good. Are they going to consider the Abathur ban? No, they will get rid of the Brightwing. Don't want to deal with her phase shifting. Lucio does have healing debuff, and that is going to be with Mixing Fire, but that's post level 20. Tell Bandit he's perfect. Mr. Bandit, you are perfect. Thank you for the redemption. I appreciate that. Don't burn all your channel points. We will have gambles. We will have gambles for these games, so don't burn out all your channel points. You can win some channel points that you can use for other fun stuff. Also, we got the raffle going on right now, so every sub, gifted sub, etc. will get you a raffle ticket to the Baja Rust giveaway. And there will be a day where you can use channel points to get a free raffle ticket entry.
That's great news, General. Congratulations.
On the contrary, I mourn.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Vandal. I appreciate that. Genji Zagara. I like the Zagara pickup here. A little bit of flavor, a little bit of flair. Always exciting to see. You're leaving the TV for the dogs. I do the exact same thing for Bandit. Thank you, Quellis. We'll see you later or another time. Thanks for swinging by. Anduin will be one of the things to round out this draft. And where's Crushnator? Because the people are going to get Artanis. Okay. Well, not expecting an Artanis in this game. Not at all. It's not like it's a bad map for him. It's just not a priority map. Typically it's like Rexar, Yorel, Diva shows up here and there on this map. So, little surprised, but either way. Last pick on the left-hand side. Will it be a main tank Blaze? Will it be... I don't know. No, I think they pick up some other main tank, and they have the Cigar roll with the crew in the bottom lane. Yeah. Nidus or Maw? I actually like the idea of Nidus here, Eno. I like the idea of Nidus, because, like, you have Iron Skin, Junkrat's got mobility, Samuro, you might not just even catch him. Yeah, I actually would like to see, I'd like to see Nidus get around the map, play the macro, have an ability to jump up into top lane and help out Blaze, but let's go ahead and jump into the game. I will start us up a prediction, and we'll see what happens here. Dragonshire, map number 1. While we're loading in, now's a good time to remind you, if you're having a good time here on Twitch, be sure to drop a follow. It's always much appreciated. We do put these VODs up on YouTube, so be sure to subscribe over to the YouTube side of things so we can grow the YouTube page. But every little bit helps us out here on Twitch. We do full-time streams 6 days a week. We try and push beyond 6 hours per stream. Some days we're a little bit shorter. Some days we're a bit longer. But we average around 6-7 hours. So it's always good content. Every little bit of support is appreciated. And I think the rough average is if you pay $4.99 a month for a tier 1 sub, you're getting 169 hours of content, roughly. That's not too bad. That's a nice amount of hours of content. Sven for the side of the Alliance will be playing your Genji. Pudgenox on the Blaze. Guilty Spark will be playing your Lucio. Bouncy Bear on ETC. And Captain Rex on the beautiful bug, Zagara. Thank you, Ashmantle. Right side of the map is going to be the Horde with the Just In Case on your Anduin. Jordan Artanis. Bupsio Johanna with the proper mount. BRB Soaking playing his Samuro. And TV Coffee playing his Junkrat. Some comfort picks here. Maybe comfort picks, but also strong picks. I mean, I've seen TV Coffee play a ton of Junkrat in the past. I've seen BRB Soaking have a very efficient Samuro. But the Artanis I'm excited about. Mopsy, of course, a solid tank and through. Pudgenox, a great solo laner. Bouncy Bear I don't know a ton about. I've seen the name in the past, so we'll see how that works out. Captain Rex, from my understanding, is typically a healer, so we'll see how this Cigar works out. I do see that BRB Soaking's threatened. There is a bit of pressure on a Captain Rex in the rotation down, but pressure is the right word to use because not a whole lot of damage was done. 169 hours of content. According to my timesheet, there are 184 working hours per month. Baha, you slacker. Yeah, I know. It's not like I spend hours after stream editing, doing social media stuff. No, I finish stream and I sit by the pool and drink margaritas. And I just sit here and ask you guys for subs. That's it. On the note of post-stream organization, now that NGS is kind of wrapping up, I do need to set up our bingo tournament. Trying not to get it to overlap with all the other tournaments that are happening currently, so gotta find a small window for that one. I don't want to do it too late, but it seems like scheduling it for like sometime in August is the best idea, and that just feels way too late at this time. I knew it! Yep, you caught me. Every time I say I'm doing chores after stream, I'm just sitting by the hot tub drinking margaritas. Oh, level 1, we have, sorry. Way of Illusion for our Samuro, currently 9 stacks out of 40 on that one. BRB Soaking is going to check with the real Samuro. He's got images in top lane that he can swap to if things get a little hairy. He's running out of time on that one, though. Pudgenock's getting body blocked here. Pudgenock's getting low. Pops the Pyromania. Mopsy with a Condemn. Jumps onto the point with a heal over the wall from Just In Case. Chastise as well. Gets the Piercing Light stack. First one of the game. And Jahan is able to get on out of here. ETC and friends will be able to grab this camp. No crowd surf for ETC. Mopsio still threatened by Sven on this Genji as Jordan comes in with the Artanis, getting some twin blade action. Blade dash through. And first blood does go over to the side of the Alliance. If that does sway your gamble, we do have a prediction still going on right now as Jordan gets another blade dash through. But his trait will not activate. Actually, it does. Doesn't matter. He's still dead. Yeah, Bandit's the hard carry of the stream. We all know that. So, 40 stacks for Artanis. 17 for our Genji on his level 4. We've got 16 Way of Illusion stacks on our Samuro as one of his illusions on this point still continues to get stack after stack onto Sven there. Just a couple more, actually. More mirror images pop. BRB Soaking able to back away safely as the images will be cleared away, but this wave in top needs to be cleared out. Artanis getting the dismount on Bouncy Bear in the rotation. Bouncy with a face melt back into Jordan. Artanis will not be able to sustain the pressure. Going to go into this Phase Prism build, it looks like. Piercing Light within the second stack. We've got 17 on that Shuriken Mastery. Waiting to see more here through mid. No Dragonite has been channeled or is available. Top Shrine. Oh, wait, actually, no. Moon and Sunshine do go over to the side of the Alliance, but you've got Mopsio in the bush, just in case, on the right-hand side as well. Looks like Samuro gets the the Sunshine in top. 7 talent here, almost here for, or level 10's almost here for both sides. 7's already here, and waiting to see what Captain Rex goes into. I do like the idea of the Nidus Network, but might just be Devouring Maw. What would be the setup after Devouring Maw? Obviously, you have a Roachling drop, maybe ETC Power Slide Moshin, so that could be a nice synergy. You've also got X-Strike from Genji on top of all that. But on the other hand, I wouldn't mind seeing Dragon Blade dive into the back line. ETC could maybe go into Stage Dive, have a little bit of global action, and then, as I said also, the Nidus Network for the Zagara. There's definitely two really good options here for 10 talent tier directions on these two teams. Do we want to go macro, or do they want to go into team fight? I mean, macro dive is kind of an option, or a way to call it. Junkrat is going to go into extra wound timers at level 1. This was nerfed in our most recent patch from 120% bonus damage to 100, but still seems to be the hot priority for Genji, or for Junkrat players. Genji, though, as I was going to say, is in mid lane currently. Rotating up to top. Blaze might need some help here. BRB Soaking mirror images are going to expire. He's going to be revealed once. Does he have mirror images to pop? He does manage to move to the left-hand side, trying to juke the enemies. It doesn't work out. Meanwhile, in the bottom, actually, it's going to be Zagara going down to Junkrat. Looks like she died over the wall, or maybe it was a concussive blast that threw her over the wall. But either way, a traded kill in the bottom lane as our gamble is closed with 1.5 to the Alliance, 4K to the Horde. Nicely done. Good odds, chat. Concussion Mine opens up an opportunity for Jordan to back away. The Leap of Faith will confirm that disengage. But actually, Jordan goes back in. Holding bottom lane Shrine. Mopsio on the top, but there's no one for mid. I do see on the minimap that BRB Soaking is rotating in for that. Concussion Mine denied by a high five of Lucio. It is going to be Devouring Maw, Mosh Pit into Bunker, as well as the X-Strike. So I can see the synergy there. On the opposing side, Blade Storm, Light Bomb, Suppression Pulse. Do we get Falling Sword, maybe? Nope, it's going to be Blessed Shield and Riptire. Blessed Shield and Riptire also interrupt the Mosh very well, so does the Light Bomb, so there's a lot of Mosh interrupts here. Blade Storm, Samuro is just wanting to clear these waves a little bit faster. He's going to get the Way of the Will. Oh, the Jet Propulsion's perfect! 47 HP. And ETC just gets the power slide through onto the swap of images. Another kill into Samuro. You know, chat, you just got to kill the real Samuro forehead. Simon, what's up, bud? It's Thursday. You know what that means? No, I don't. Taco Bell and new episode of Delicious in Dungeon. The Taco Bell I want, but you know what? I have eaten like such a garbage can lately that I really need to eat something slightly healthy tonight. Nice interrupt onto the mosh pit. Bouncy Bear, little low. The tower shot actually snipes ETC. Genji goes down. Anduin takes down the Genji. He did finish out his Shuriken Mastery. You've been eating healthy, it's time for trash? Oh man, I definitely could go for some taco. I could definitely go for some Taco Bell. But I'll wait. I just hosted friends. I just spent a bit of money, so we're gonna hunker down and eat some soup tonight. I think it's a soup and sandwich night tonight. But I did buy pork. I'm gonna make katsu tomorrow. I'm gonna make pork katsu, which is kind of healthy. But I think deep fried stuff, you know, maybe just one night without deep fried something. No Dragonite grab yet for either side. Swap from the Artanis. Captain Rex is going to be able to get a little bit of healing from Guilty Spark on that Lucio, just in case, still kind of bouncing between this bush and such. But there is a steel trap inside of that. Junkrat poking out into the wave. I just gave you an idea. I have those sometimes. I have some good ones of those here and there. You're gonna make some fried chicken. Oh, in the month of June, we're making fried chicken sandwiches for cooking stream. Bless Shield. Nice Riptire follow-up. Mopsio with the 1. And TV Coffee with the 2 punch. Right? 1-2 punch? I've spiced gluten-free flour and just bought chicken. Ah, that's perfect, man. You're having some sriracha chips. That's not dinner. You sound like my mod Kalis. I just ate a bag of chips for dinner. Why do I feel bad? Bottom lane Ford is gonna be taken down here. Des and Troy, because together they destroy. That's a good one. I like that. Power slide from ETC. Jordan answers back with a phase prism. High five from Lucio. Artanis looking to blade dash in. Lands another phase prism. Bouncy bear. He's fine though. Nice power slide from ETC. Another face melt. Jordan can't get the phase prism. Goes for the blade dash. Gets his trait to kick in. There's another phase prism right there, but still will be. Artanis going down. 188 stacks for the High Templar. 4 piercing light stacks for our Anduin. Sorry, I'm looking at Sven chasing down Mopsio right now. Shin Gun level 13 chunking into Mopsio's health bar. Lucio's got the heavy casters. Iron Skin activated. Divine Star out from just in case. Condemn pulls back in too. ETC power slides through. The light bomb is actually pushed to the side. ETC drops the mosh. The little speaker doesn't knock back Anduin. And the Riptire moshed in there as well. Riptire didn't get the bounce in or the splash damage needed. Samuro will be the one taken down by Blaze. And it's 6-5 in kills, everybody. Suppression Pulse once, that'll interrupt ETC. Jet Propulsion gets the splash into 2, but no kill onto Anduin. Throws out a Divine Star, won't connect onto ETC, but the Shield Glare from Mopsio does, stepping in with the Condemn activated. As well as that Iron Skin. Pudge Nox trying to get away. They actually think Devouring Maw saves Pudge Nox. That's that combo I was talking about early on. Devouring Maw into X-Strike, but ETC tries to power slide in for something. Didn't even have Mosh, but he's going to go down. Leap of Faith saves Artanis. He gets a few more Twin Blade hits onto Sven. Still, no Dragonite grabbed. BRB Soaking pops that Blade Storm to clear out the wave. Very low cooldown, typically used for the PvE mode. 25 seconds on Blade Storm. Also gives you some armor. Gives you 25 armor for the duration. It doesn't extend after, do it? No. Okay, top lane fort is fine for now. We've got Lucio up in top lane. A little bit of poke damage from one of the mirror images of Samuro thrown over the wall. The actor who played Samwise in an episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Isn't the actor who played Samwise in Stranger Things? Isn't he like one of the best characters in Stranger Things? I guess he's like non-reoccurring, right? Like he was just he was in there for a couple episodes. BRB Soaking rounds the corner and a Baneling Barrage finds his face, and they're still trying to chase down the Samuro. He's got the dips, he's got the dives, he's got the dodge. He definitely can dodge a wrench as he's able to get away. The help of the Anduin Leap of Faith kind of creating a little bit more space. Lucio, speed activated, trying to chase down a few enemies. Doesn't work out. Bottom lane wave is going to be pushing on in heavily here. Looking to take down the keep front gate. But Captain Rex has already made a rotation. Did go into the Bile Drop. It's the level 1 is the one that it's Corpse Feeders, but I always flip the 2. Anyways, Bile Drop, 4 out of 12 stacks for our Zagara. Third of the way through that stackage. 127 stacks for the Artanis. He's going to get hit with a Power Slide and a push off Heavy Caster Lucio. Riptire from Junkrat is interrupted by a Devouring Maw. Excuse me. I forgot how to drink tea. Sorry about that. Nice Devouring Maw to interrupt Junkrat Riptire. What's the difference in cooldowns? 80 to 75, I think, right? Yeah. 5-second difference, not that big of a deal. Blaze starts working on this camp on the left-hand side. ETC just zoning. Mirror Images will get vision of this, but I don't think there's going to be any sort of invade onto the left. Bottom lane camp is going to be grabbed, though. Bruiser camp for bottom. Blaze over here in the top left working on this. All right. Bit of a lull in the game right now as we're waiting for still any sort of Dragonite grab. There's 13 minutes, 41 seconds, no Dragonite grabbed. I don't think this is the longest it's gone. Uh-oh. Well, that might open up the opportunity for it. Genji did for 53 seconds in the top lane. Pudge Nox and BRB Soaking going to be going at it. Blaze and Samuro. Samuro getting those auto resets and stuff, and yeah. That's not too surprising. BRB Soaking still in control over top. He jumps over towards the lane side of things and will be able to clear out the wave. Genji still dead for 31 seconds. Samuro on the top left of our screen over here, maybe looking for a flank. Power Slide from ETC. Looking to drop a Mosh. Iron Skin was already activated. Oh, Riptire from Junkrat. ETC was not looking for a Mosh. I thought he was, but no, he's just backing away. And Mopsio will get first Dragonite channel of the game. Meanwhile, ETC trying to help out, get a counter kill, and it will be into that Samuro. Pudge knocks 100 and something HP, but a frag launcher grenade finds him over the wall. Junkrat getting that kill. It's going to be 2 for 1 still as Dragonite Mopsio pushes into top. Junkrat pressuring into mid. Power Slide from ETC. Good damage out of Jordan. Leap of Faith will save, but here comes Sven with a Swift Strike through. X-Strike to get some more damage. Jordan going in with some more Twin Blaze, trying to get that activation of the trait. Chastise from Anduin. There's a Light Bomb as well. Bouncy Bear hit by that one. Blade Dash, no Phase Prison. Sven trying to get away. Cyber Agility with 40 HP. I think it was actually at like 38 at a point, but that doesn't matter. 20 talents here on the right-hand side. And that will be Blade Master's Pursuit, as well as the Cannonball, Radiating Faith, Censure, and Artanis is holding. Usually we see the Orbital Bombardment. So you get the second channel on Suppression Pulse, but could bleed Nexus Blades. It's going to be Plasma Burn, okay. Kick from Dragonite onto Guilty. Lucio displaced here. Bottom lane Keep front gate has been taken down. Keep is going to take a small amount of damage as Mopsio is able to start walking on out of bottom lane. So things are okay for the side of the Horde. Steel Trap in the bush. Might catch someone in this rotation out. Genji just using Cyber Agility to jump around the lanes. BRB Soaking with more Blade Storms. By the way, Blade Master's Pursuit level 20. Advancing Strikes grant an additional 50% movement speed for Samuro and his Mirror Images, and its duration is increased by 2 seconds. This is the level 16 I was talking about in the draft with the Abathur synergy. While Advancing Strikes is active, Samuro and his Mirror Images gain 10% attack speed every time. Oh, no, I'm thinking of something else. But Press the Attack is the level 16 talent. What is that? What is that talent? I'm actually blanking completely. We got a lull here. We can check it out. Merciless Strikes. Merciless Strikes. Okay. Yeah, Samuro basic attacks against enemies stunned, rooted slows are always critical strikes, so that's nice. But it was not what was taken. just waiting to see what we're going to have actually unfold here, because it still is just kind of set up. On the opposing side, we didn't really talk about the 20s here. Mixing Fire, of course. Oh, no, sorry, House Party. We'll have the Pack Instincts. We've got ETC with Storm Shields. Activate to give nearby allied heroes a shield for 20% of their maximum health for 3 seconds. Burn Notice or the Blaze, and the Living Weapon on the Genji.
Another chance to prove yourself worthy. Do not squander it.
Okay. So, with 8 to 9 in kills, 20 apiece on both sides, Blaze will discover a mirror image. Just going to clear that out fast. We do have Bruiser Camp and Bottom Grab by Coffee and Friends. Jordan in the bush. Blade dash, phase prism's pretty big. Here comes a huge condemn. Devouring Maw into 2, Riptire from Junkrat. ETC drops a Mosh right next to all of this, but he's high-fived by the Lucio. Concussion Mine doesn't interrupt the Mosh. Beautifully done. Artanis is going to be taken out. Huge power slide, face melt. ETC is already down to 70 seconds on that heroic timer of 2 minutes. It's a triple kill. They're looking for the Quadra, but they won't get into Mopsio here. Samuro able to swap to some mirror images. No, he actually hearthed out completely. Okay. BRB Soaking was able to hearth out. He gets back into top lane, but that is a wonderful triple kill for the side of the Alliance. Now, can they get this Dragonite? Samuro versus ETC is not going to be a good time for ETC. Genji's rotating up. Johanna's in the bush below. She'll show and wave. ETC's got to be careful. He's going to get chunked. Good face melt for cooldown. He's already got Mosh Pit available. Is he going to drop the Mosh? There's the X Strike. Iron Skin needs to... He just drops the Mosh, but Samuro is able to get out of here. Genji going to drop... Oh, he doesn't have any shurikens. He just had autos. Good power slide after the Mosh Pit, though. Lucio comes up here, pushing off. Good high five onto Genji as well. More push-offs onto looking for Mopsio, who's a little aggressive right now. Iron Skin active. Is there a Blessed Shield? Not for 38 seconds. Suppression Pulse to try and help out, but it doesn't matter. There's still enough damage to take her down. And now, Dragonite going over to the side of the Alliance? Nope, Samuro's got bottom lane. Samuro has bottom lane, and he'll go ahead and Blade Storm to clear out a few of these creep tumors. Looks like there was a phase prism swap or something right there, but ETC gets inside the Dragonite. Alright, Alliance believers. And Keep Front Gate's still very healthy. Looks like they want to do roll through bottom lane and try and get a major structure. On the opposing side, yeah, they already got some damage earlier from that Dragonite siege with Mopsio inside. Junkrat poking, Steel Trap in the bush in case someone steps into it. Mirror image is thrown out. Those will work on the minion wave. Artanis still on this left-hand side of the engagement. Devouring Maw, ETC moshes up in 9 seconds. ETC is inside the Dragonite, gets a kick. Oh, actually goes for the kick, but Artanis face prisms for the unstoppable. Riptire from Junkrat fishing around here. Zagara will go down. She drops a Devouring Maw at the last second. Lucio trying to get away, and Genji finds the kill. X-Strike on top of the Devouring Maw targets. He gets the Living Weapon reset and goes in for a second one. Light Bomb from the Artanis only connecting out of the Dragonite. Jordan will be going down. Actually, it's Genji going down, but Jordan, the Artanis, will be felled still. It's 2 for 2, and it does not look like this Dragonite will get any damage onto the keep in bottom lane. Iron Skin eats the kick of the Dragonite. Chastise going through. ETC actually caught by that Chastise just as things expire. And Dragonite not finding as much value as I think they were hoping for. 10 stacks for Zagara's Bile Drop, and Mopsio still stepping in here. Jet Propulsion slows him down. ETC finds the flank. He's got Mosh Pit available. Unfortunately, I think he's a little worried about Condemn interrupting things. I mean, there's too much to interrupt a Mosh Pit right now. There is Lucio high five to mitigate one of the forms of CC, but I just don't. Yeah, I like the hold here. I think it's a strong hold. ETC scouts this. I mean, actually, Zagara Creep, I think, scouted that. Concussion Mine on the point. Does push ETC off, but that's all it does. Lucio steps in and gets the channel. Thank you for the camp, members of the Horde. So Samuro's going to go check camp on the left, or he might even start this. No, he's going to go push up the wave over here. Nope, he's not going to do that either. Never mind. I lied. Bottom lane Bruiser camp will be grabbed by the side of the Alliance. Man, nice back and forth here in map number 1 of the day. Really good back and forth between these two teams. Looks like we got a few hearths out because, well, I mean, there's a massive wave in bottom lane. Zagara gonna check the bush with some creep. ETC, do they grab this camp? They've got the time, but it looks like they want to prioritize siege. Failing barrage thrown in. All right, let's see. Oh no, okay, they still go for this camp. This feels a little late. You're giving the opportunity for things like this to happen. Huh. I mean, it still is experience in scaling. You're taking things off the map against the enemy. I will point out there's a massive minion wave in top.
There must always be a dragon knight, but will it be you?
Since one of my friends got COVID, like every little like thing I feel, I'm like, oh, is that it? Is it happening to me? Like I have a headache starting today, but I'm like, I haven't had a lot of water yet, so maybe that's it. I'm like, I'm feeling very warm, but I'm wearing a lot of layers, and so it's like, am I getting a fever? My nose does feel a little stuffy today, but also allergies are shit. It's just that panic, that 48 hours of panic, like someone I know that I was around just got COVID. Am I gonna get it? Hopefully not. 14-11. Oral happened during the middle of the stream. 14-11 in kills. Light bomb goes out. Storm shield activated by the ETC. Devouring Maw connects onto the Johanna as Artanis goes in deep, looking for something. ETC drops a Mosh. That's gonna be interrupted. Junkrat Riptire will be able to get some damage, but it still is. Heroic spent, no kills to be found. My brain could chug there. Completely forgot who casted what. Massive minion wave in bottom. Artanis going in once again. Decent damage coming out. Chastise piercing light onto 2. High fives from Lucio as more cannonballs are raining in from Junkrat. He went endless nades level 16, so he's got that extra cooldown. That's why you're seeing so much damage constantly being thrown out by him. Mopsio going for the channel, not interrupted. Twin Flames don't get the delay. And as I mentioned, that minion wave and bottom pushed things up, and Catapult was already getting damage under the keep. This might be a game-winning push for the side of the Horde. What's up, Stark? How you doing, bud? Zagara dropping... Excuse me, Infested drop. Trying to get those Roachlings out. Did finish the level 7 Bile drop. Jet Propulsion splashing onto a few enemies. BRB Soaking getting the healing from just in case. Swap from the Artanis. They're going to try and take down Captain Rex here, who's inside this corridor. Devouring Maw finds 2 Samuros. 2 of them. Big Riptire damage. Big Riptire damage from Coffee. Unfortunately, unable to get another kill for the allies, but they do push things up with that Dragonite. They get the kill. They get the keep. And it looks like this is call to go core. By the way, 337 stacks for the Artanis on his level 1. He's going to get more here. But could it be a game-ending push moment? Sven getting a little low. So is Pudgenox. Extract from Genji. ETC drops the Mosh. And Samuro goes down. ETC traded, though, in this moment. Mopsio and friends have dropped some of the shielding, but no actual HP onto the core. Lucio going down is pretty big. It's a Blaze and Genji defense. 2v4. Suppression Pulse from the Artanis. Pudgenox misses the Jet Propulsion collision. Gets the Pyromania active, but he's going to be taken down. Sven, able to get back into the Hall of Storms, will save his KDA. But this looks like it is going to be map number 1 in the EU in-houses for the Raven Court. Over to the side of the Horde. GG, well played. Nicely fought, 15-15 in kills. Oh, we have 2 Starks in chat. Wonderful. The world needs more Starks. Yeah, there's Stark Fae and Stark TV. Both of them wonderful Starks. The Starks are multiplying. Alright, pay out the people, choose outcome. The members of the Horde did win that game. Nicely done. You know the deal, chat. Let's get set up for another game. What's up, non-champion? Good to see you. You're a Stark since 17 years ago. Years or so. Dang. Alright, there's that. Update our score. It doesn't really matter, but we like to keep track of the games. Doesn't really matter, but we keep track. Alright, so with all that, Dragonshire game number 1 is done. That was fun. That's a fun question. How long have you had your username? I have been Bahamut since I moved out west, so 7 years. I rebranded when I moved out here. Is it margarita time already? For me, no. Well, we'll have a beverage or something during the Lego or the PlayStation State of Games. Yo, there's a PlayStation State of Games today, or State of Play today. That means we can make a bingo card and be disappointed there's no Bloodborne. You had yours since you started WoW in 2007? Dang. Dang. 19 years for you. Wow, Lard for that long. Alrighty, we've paid out the people. That's all good. Was your name before? Was it Mr. Lard? Because I forget. Because I remember you used to. I was thinking about this a couple days ago. I don't know why, but I was like, yeah, Lard used to have a different name, and then he changed it to Lardverse. But then he was just like, still just call me Lard. You've gone from a single entity to a cosmos. That's the way that I like to think about it. You've expanded. Yeah, Mr. didn't feel right over time. Mr. Lard? I mean, I see what you mean. I like Lardverse better personally, so I think it's a win. I think it's a win in the change. Oh man. So yeah, actually we have some HOTS tournaments coming up in the next weekends and stuff, so we'll probably switch our speedrun day to, like, Wednesdays. We'll probably start doing, like, speedrun Wednesdays. But I was calling it speedrun Saturday because it rolled off the tongue, but I think, realistically, we'll just put, like, 3-weapon, PB 112. I think, so this Saturday, obviously we're going to do more Hades 1 speedruns. But I want to figure out a couple things with the what's it called? The live split. I want to see if I can find an auto splitter, and I also want to make more splits, and then there's a couple add-ons that I want to figure out. Like, because I see that, like, I've watched a bunch of other speedrunners where I think there's, like, the thing where it says, like, sum of best times and, like, possible stuff. Like, I think those are all add-ons, so I just need to look for those. Is this my lobby? It is indeed. Cool. Alright, lobby's grabbed. We have got everything set up. How am I doing on tea? I got enough tea for this game, I think. I am starting to feel like a little bit something, and I really hope I'm not sick. If I get sick, it's whatever. I just really hope I don't get sick. But I can definitely feel like breathing is weird, and we got allergy season out here, so I just don't know. So we'll take it day by day. Hopefully I don't wake up tomorrow feeling like absolute butt. But speaking of tomorrow, we're going to be doing Discord movie night. We're going to be watching The Phantom Menace. Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. If you like it, come by. If you don't, come by. I don't care. I mean, I do, but you know what I mean. You're not sick. No, Catfish, I'm like feeling something. Like, as the stream's been going on, I've been feeling something, and I'm like, please, no. It's just allergies, man. It's just allergies. It's just the pine pollen. Quiz run Wednesdays? Yes. I will come by if it's live. Well, I have one thing to tell you.
Good news, everyone.
All my streams are live. I rarely ever do rerun streams. The only time I did rerun streams was literally when I could not get off the floor because my spine hurt so bad. That's not a joke. That happened back in February. There was like a week in February where I literally couldn't stream, so I was running reruns. And I played Final Fantasy. I re-beat all of Final Fantasy Remake because... What happened? Oh, is this the wrong lobby? Oh, it's the wrong lobby, I guess. Oopsie poopsie. I guess they made the wrong map. I guess they did. Different team map. Okay. Well, while we're waiting for the lobby to finish out, now's a good time to remind you that if you have Amazon Prime, you've got Prime Gaming. And if you've got Prime Gaming, you've got one free sub here at twitch.tv/Bahamut Gaming. You can get yourself some ad-free viewing. You can get yourself some amazing emotes. You support the good boy that is Bandit. You push our sub goals up further. And I have, of course, a deal with the John Cena. He'll show up at Jeff Bezos' house and deliver a close-handed slap to the penis of Jeff Bezos. Would you like to harass a billionaire today by giving me your Prime Gaming? Do so now. If you don't, Bandit will be sad. Do it. It's worth it. It is worth it. I also have the best Tier 2 and Tier 3 sub alerts on all of Twitch. The best Tier 2 and Tier 3 sub alerts on all of Twitch. And we also are doing a raffle right now. We're just talking about all this because we're waiting for the lobby to get going. The raffle right now is for the June Baja Ross, so you can win yourself a Baja Ross painting. If you'd like to see the last painting we did as an example, there you go. You can click the link, Baja Ross_53. So every gifted sub, it gets you entry tickets. So earlier today, Kaimo Tripson resubscribed with a Tier 3, so that's 5 entries for him. You can see on the Bandit camera top right, there are a couple post-it notes, and those are the post-it notes for the raffle entries. Shoe on head, prove you're alive. Unknown command. Aw, man. Is everyone excited for PlayStation State of Play bingo later? I am so excited. I think... we have HOTS casting that's live. We got Lego. We got bingo. I'm most excited about bingo today. I'm so excited about bingo.
Of doom.
Cat GPT-5. Yes, Kaimo, you've nailed it. Welcome, everybody, back into the Ravencourt EU in-houses. My name's Bahamut. We've got some new players. We've got some repeated players. We are going to Towers of Doom for map number 2. When is State of Play? At 3 o'clock my time, so less than 4 hours from now. At 3 PDT, 6 EDT, 0 CEST, 11 BST. What else? What other time zone can I give you that I actually know? 01 EST. I think that's it. I hope I answered your question. CST is the best time zone? No, it's not. No, it's not. I'm sorry. It's a coin flip between EST and PDT. Now, CST takes a solid 3rd place. Easy. Maybe second, but never 4th. Mountain Time takes 4th. Nobody uses Mountain Time. Not even people in Colorado. Nobody uses Mountain Time ever. All right, let's focus back in onto the draft. We've got a Towers of Doom game number 2. We've got a Junkrat and Genji band on the left-hand side. This is a Lost Vikings and Sylvanas band on the right. Blaze will be picked up as the first pick for the Horde. We'll see Hanzo Hager on the left-hand side. At least we're not in mountain time. At least we're not in mountain time. No one uses mountain time. Colorado and all those mountain time states, they're all ashamed of their own time zone. They wish they could be as cool as PDT. Anyways, Chromie, Diablo, Blaze is a really nice setup here for Towers of Doom. Brightwing will be removed. I wouldn't mind seeing... Well, I mean, they've already got Hogger Blaze, so I don't think there's going to be any priority onto Dahaka. I mean, you technically could see... Sorry. You technically could see a hyper carry situation, like hyper carry Hanzo. You still grab the Dahaka, have the Dahaka do double soaking, and Hogger stays in the core 4. Hogger would offer up some really good displacement into the Diablo shadow charging and stuff. His spin could be a way to get into Chromie, but I don't think they're going to go hyper carry Hanzo. It is, I mean, the possibility for it's there. I don't think they're going to go for it. I'd really like to see a mage realistically for the Alliance. Something to play off of the Muradin Stormbolt or even like Lucio heavy casters. Jaino is always good. She's got great poke value around the objective area. She can cool down Diablo. Get it? Cool down Diablo. Anyways. Rhaegar will round up the draft on the right-hand side. You got a Tychus to shred through the health bars. What do they want to go into here? I don't hate the idea of the hyper carry Hanzo. I don't think it's going to work out. What do we get here? What do we get? What are we going to do? Yeah, I really like the mage. Like, Li Ming wouldn't be too bad. Really good poke value. Jaina would be fantastic. What's the flavor here? Another auto attacker. Gilnean's Splash is pretty good. You've got Curse Bullet damage into Blaze Diablo that could force out Bunker from Blaze. Curse Bullet can also kind of force out the Ancestor healing a little bit faster. Greyman also... I mean, you could go for the throat and dive onto Chromie, but I don't think you want that. I think you want the really low cooldown of Curse Bullet. Alright, it's an interesting draft. I think the Alliance can put one up on the board, but we'll see what happens. Five-minute gamble. Get your predictions in. Here we go. But I do hope you feel better, Cat Peach. I hope it's a very mild... whatever. Alrighty, so let's see. Towers of Doom, map number 2. Left-hand side, we're going to be looking at the Alliance, trying to put one up on the board through our best of whatever in the Ravencourt EU in-houses. Look at that. Oh my god, look at that. The Ravencourt EU in-houses. And there's the Raven... Okay, anyways, we're done. Jordan will be playing Muradin, Sven on the Hogger. Sai will be your Hanzo, just in case Lucio, and Dark is the Greymane. Right side of the map, we're taking a peek at the Horde with Commander Rex on Chromie, Philadelphia playing Blaze, Deviant, Rhaegar, Rain on Tychus, and Mopsio for Diablo. If I'm not mistaken, Mopsio is, there's actually a few of these players are looking for teams for the Ravencourt League that's going to be happening in early July, and it will continue through the weekends of July. So if you're someone searching for a fantastic tank player, consider Mopsio. No bias. I just know I saw him posting in the Looking for Team channel, so just throwing that out there for Mopsio out there. Actually, there might be a few of these players that are actually looking for teams. We can actually take a... Let's see, Mopsio's looking, Just In Case is looking, Pudgenox is looking, Fuds is looking, Guilty Spark is looking, Scorch and Crankle, as well as Birch, who's also nicknamed Twice, or Mimikyu. I'm not saying that very right, but I apologize. And quite a few players that are actually looking for teams, so not just Mopsio in this game. I mean, just in case. Shadow Charge onto Jordan here. Fire Stomp through a few of the enemies. Diablo went Feast on Fear level 1. Rain taking a heck load of damage at the start. Time Stop is just a little too late, but I don't think it mattered. Lucio still had the range damage onto Tychus, and he does go down. 9 scatter stacks for him on his level 1. And there's the level 1 for Chromie as well. That deep breathing. 6 out of 20 stacks already. And Dwarf tossing in, lands the Stormbow. That's a heck load of damage onto Philadelphia, who's able to jet propulsion down towards the allied side of this lane. that's Lucio with a natural agility over the wall. Okay, so Fire Stomp out. Chromie's already got a level 4 at Horror Anomaly. As I mentioned, she went into that deep breathing level 1, so she doesn't have Time Walker's Pursuit value. Simple Geometry down 17 stacks. Hogger continues to go trait build. Fire Stomp at level 4. Alright. Nothing too crazy to note. Rain went into the bigger they are. That's not surprising, really, for Tychus. Explosive Arrow for the Hanzo. Jordan gets chunked a little bit with that bigger they are. The minigun was active for a moment at the end there because of that red-tipped glow. Invade onto the camp, won't steal away the camp. Mopsio looking for some damage onto the enemy. He's just trying to actually find a potential kill or even make it out of here alive just in case. Gets bit on the face by Deviant. But Rhaegar will not be able to find any sort of kill for his ally. Shadow Charge into the wall here as this is a Sapper. Just about dead. Fire Stomp from Diablo may pick up a soul or so off of the Hanzo as he did go Soul to Flame. Level 4. Top left to right are typically traded out, but in bottom lane the fight will continue. As Hanzo Symbol Geometry is done, Mopsio going for the channel. Maybe a delay from... No, the zoning is in place, and that will be 4 shots into the Raven Lord. The Gravekeeper will take 4. Top right is still available. Blaze has been zoned, and we're seeing a massive rotation from everyone to the top lane. Actually, a little bit of a delay in that rotation through the mid as there's been some poke damage here and there. Chromie trying to return said poke with the Sandblast, as she's already had 15 stacks. Hogger's got a delay onto Blaze, as we see on the mini... Oh, no, he doesn't. Nicely done from Blaze. Hogger will not get the delay onto Blaze, and that'll be 8 shots into the Raven Lord, the Gravekeeper taking 4. The gamble is just about to close if you want to try and eke in some channel points. Not sure if you have time by the time you hear me saying this, but either way, we are doing gambles per game, so do my best to let you all know, as Ashmantle does get it out in chat for us all. 7 talent tier almost here for both sides. Nothing major to note. Skullcracker, Reverse Amp, yeah, nothing really major. Quicksilver Bullets. Chromie already had her Morbius Loop. We continue to see Eternal Flames for the Diablo Fire Stomp build. This is going to be Suppressive Fire from the Blaze, reducing spell power. Diablo goes in, overpower onto Greymane, trying to gain control of their camp as Tychus finds a kill into Hanzo. Deviant bites the face of Greymane. Looks like Deviant's the alpha dog in this one. Get it? Morbius Loop? Yeah, Morbius Loop. Yo, did anyone else in chat watch Madam Web? The atrocity that is Madam Web? Because, God. Oof. Temporal Loop level 10 for Chromie. 19 stacks for her level 1. Just about full souls for Diablo. He should finish this out soon. So, while we're waiting for all of that to happen and the 10 talent tiers to pop at the top of the screen, and for our next objective to spawn here, let's go ahead and take a look at the damage healing experience so far. That laugh that you hear in the background is the trigger for the boss. It is a global alert, and that is going to be happening at 5 minutes. Bosses are standard in Heroes of the Storm at that time. Much like the vast majority of objective phases trigger at the 2:30 mark and are available at the 3-minute. There are some exceptions to the rule. Braxis Holdout, Dragonshire, Curse, Garden of Terror, Blackheart's Bay. But the average time is 2 minute 30. Temporal Loop on a Jordan. No high five to save him. And Muradin has been squashed. 3rd kill over to the side of the Horde. Deviant gets the channel here. Looks like we're going to be seeing 4 more shots. Meanwhile, Greymane and Hogger, they're going to rampage through top lane, try and take down this fort. Blaze has rotated up. He's going to focus down the minion wave first. But I do think this this fort will fall. Tychus going to go ahead and push up bottom lane. Sapper Camp will be grabbed really quickly. Mopsio takes the aggressive rotation out. Oh, the Sapper didn't go in. They have 3 Sappers to potentially feed over the wall, but a lot of members of the Alliance are down here in bottom lane to defend things. 10s are here. We'll talk about those in a moment. Let's focus in on the team fight. Haymaker Muradin! But that is going to be an answer of the Ancestor Healing. 2 Sappers, 3 Sappers make it over the wall. The Lightning Breath will cook up Hanzo. It's actually Chromie taking him to the beach with those Sandblasts. Overpower from Diablo. Chromie still finds that kill. Rhaegar gets the kill into Lucio. Oh my god, Captain Rex, you're a monster. Golly, Captain Rex. All right. So if he's not picked up for a team If you want a really good Chromie player for your Raven Court games, pick up Commander Rex, sorry. If he is on a team, ban Chromie against Commander Rex. That's my 2 cents. Okay. 7-1 in kills, a decent level lead for the side of the Horde. I would say even more than decent. A problematic level lead for the side of the for the Alliance, actually. Jordan, not discovered in the bush. He's gonna step out, but Rhaegar's right behind all this. Here comes Diablo, Shadow Charge. They're trying to save this fort for the time being. Top left and right bell towers. Top left and right objective will be summoning. Blaze gets the top right bell tower back. Bottom left goes over to the side of the Alliance. So traded moment here. Dark wants to take down Chromie, and I think that timeout's not going to work out. She's playing around this time trap. She gets the kill! What's up, Iso? Good to see you, bud. Rhaegar will be taken down by Muradin. Hanzo scatter off the wall will kill Chromie. 1, 2, 3 sappers make it in. Drop the fort near 50%. So it's traded objective, right? Yeah, it's traded objective, because that's the second round of shots that have gone into the Gravekeeper side of things. Still a level lead. Experience gap is closing a bit here. But as I mentioned before, we didn't really talk about the heroics as we're getting into 13 talent here. Curse Bullet, High Five, Haymaker, Shockwave, and Dragon's Arrow. Opposing side, Ancestral, Temporal Loop, Lightning Breath, Bunker, and of course, Commandeer Odin. Not a lot of Draken Laser Drill at this level of play. Muradin Dwarf tossing out as the High Five cleanse. Lucio still going down, though, unfortunately, to Tychus. Camp will be invaded. Commandeer Odin. Oh, no, the camp was actually already grabbed. Okay. I thought they were still going to steal this away, but either way. Sappers are cleared out. Bottom lane bell tower goes back over. Meanwhile, on top, Sven's going to grab this Sapper camp to push into the top lane fort. And we are not... Ooh, oh, no, sorry. Thought there was going to be a dive onto Lucio, or onto Hanzo there. Not the case whatsoever. Blaze is clearing out the minion wave behind Hogger. Hogger gets some decent damage onto the fort. Dark rotates up as well. Does have Curse Bullet available. Actually, just about every heroic on the left-hand side is up. Chromie almost has Temporal Loop, Lightning Breath in 40 seconds, 58 for Commandeer Odin. Double objective phase coming up here in the mid and bottom of the map. Hogger gets a interesting bounce over to the enemy side. Mopsio with a Shadow Charge, pushing him into the sidewall. And Diablo will take down the Hogger here. Rain trying to put a counter kill, or excuse me, trying to find another kill. Haymaker Muradin displacing. It's not enough, and Jordan will go down. It's a double kill. Tychus setting that one up. And this is looking like it's 8 shots, no, 10 shots into the enemy core. 11 HP to 32. The Horde looking nigh unkillable in this map, number 2. Oof. Sappers to be grabbed for bottom lane. Speaking of, this is going to be bottom lane fort still untouched, but they need to push the wave up, and they'll get that in. Tychus with a grenade clears out most of the wave immediately. A couple little arrows make their way onto that structure. And we still specify these as forts because, well, that's what they are right now, as we can take a look here in the detailed information. At the 12-minute mark, this is when the center point opens up, as well as the upgrade onto the structures, unless there is an objective phase up. Then it will trigger after said objective phase. Doesn't change the damage values into the enemy cores, but it does upgrade the overall values of these structures, if I'm not mistaken. I can actually take a look at that, hopefully. Let's actually leave that up here for when it does trigger. I know there's a team fight going on right now, but I'm very curious to see what the jump is. We got another minute. I'll try and remember my best. As I do that, of course, the fight ends and we're kind of back into a lull of the game. It actually might not time out. I think the objective phase will be announced before the 12-minute mark. I'm pretty sure. Rayman goes to top, gets quick clear onto the wave. 16 to 17 in levels, 11 to 4 in kills. Both those numbers favoring the side of the Horde. And so I don't think we'll get the conversion on this. I'm going to leave it up for the time being because I'm actually very curious. Do a little bit of science here on stream for all of you. Earth Grasp Totem slowing down the enemies. Chromie throwing in a bit of sand. Diablo finds the overpower into Sven. He's going to be able to get Whoa, that's a really good haymaker into Shockwave. Ancestor Healing will not trigger in time. But meanwhile, Dark is getting low. That's going to be Hogger going down, as well as the Greymane. Oh, there you go. See, it jumped in 5k in HP, actually. So they did get the upgrade just before the objective phase spawned. Interesting. I wasn't looking at the damage, but we can always go back and there we go. I can clip it and find out in the future. With that information figured out, currently have Lucia going down here. Is this a game-winning moment? I mean, Murd and Hanzo are the only two available. Hanzo doesn't have another delay. Well, I mean, he's got poke over the wall. There's one onto Commander Rex. Diablo fishing around. 5 shots have already gone in. Scatter off the sidewall. Diablo finds Hanzo. He's... Oh, excuse me, onto Murden, sorry. Yeah, he dead. He dead. Scatter gets one more delay. Hogger has respawned. He's gonna bounce in. He's going for it. Temporal loop activated. Commandeer Odin has been summoned. Rain is taken out. Sven also cooked up here. Well, actually, sorry. Dark is being cooked up. We have Sven going down, but Deviant with the channel. This is looking like it's GG's. It's looking like it's GG's. Map number 2 over to the side of the Horde, who are in a dominant tear here in our live, yes, live, Ravencourt EU houses. Thanks, Ashmantle. I pushed the button, but I appreciate that greatly. Any subs during that game? No, we did not. Unfortunate. So the damage went up by 65. Yeah, the base attack damage of the fort to keep went up 65. The health pool went up by 5k at that moment. Interesting. There we go. Sorry, I'm just looking at it over here. Thanks, Ashmantle, for the clip. I appreciate it greatly. All right, well, let's get set up for another game. We'll pay out the people. The Horde did win that game. And if you are enjoying the stream, be sure to follow. If you'd like to support further, it's always much appreciated. Every little bit helps us out. We are currently 16 subs away from our sub goal of the day. Got a lot of fun content here, so consider subscribing. If you'd like to gift a sub, it's always much appreciated. As I mentioned before, we do have the raffle going on right now, so every sub gets you a ticket into that. But until then, let's go ahead and set ourselves up for another game. I'm gonna also get myself a cup of tea. Gotta keep the fluids flowing. That sounded way dirtier than it did in my head. Sounded way dirtier in my head. Outside of my head. My nose is itchy. All right, I need tea, but I need a lobby first. Don't want people waiting on me for potentially game number 3. Boop, 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 boo. Reminder. Final combat is right around the corner. Register. Ooh, there's a Mortal Kombat tournament happening sometime soon. I haven't seen Mortal Kombat in ages. I feel like it was like it hasn't been in a lot of the fighting game tournaments lately. By the way, who spent the $500 on the Riot skin? Anyone spend the $500 on the Riot skin? God, that's insane to me that they actually did that. Okay. All right, we're just waiting on a lobby so that way I can run to the kitchen and grab some more tea. Alright, what's going on? Lobby chat. Okay, looks like players have split off into their rooms. There's the lobby link. Much appreciated. Alright. I'll be right back. Oh, what? What? Oh, another Braxis? Oh, did they... No, it's the right... Ugh. Okay. Ash Mantle, thank you for that. We'll do it after this game. I apparently got the lobby host, but I was getting tea. Alright, whatever. It all worked out. They made a new lobby. No big deal. I stepped away. I got myself another cup of tea, ran to the bathroom, and here we are. Sorry about that to the players. My apologies. I saw someone was saying, quick, someone sub to his channel to get his attention. Oh, I appreciate that. All right, welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen. We're here in the Ravencourt EU League, EU in-houses, sorry. And this is going to be map number 3 of the day. We got Braxis Holdout. Braxis Holdout will be our next game, and let's see what we got going on for our draft. Any sort of shenanigans, interesting stuff? Are we going to get Planet Cracker Phoenix to clear out the wave to use an entire 2-minute cooldown to clear out Zerg, when you could just pick up Gul'dan and do it fairly effectively with just him instead? Anyways, this is also a great map for Cho'Gall. Every map's a good map for Cho'Gall. But no, I'm very curious what we're going to be seeing here. It's going to be... Solo lane matchup is always fun on this map because you get kind of like the 1v1 brawl, but there's quick rotation, so things like Genji typically tend to be banned out or prioritized early on. Rexxar and Misha are really, really good on this map because Misha can kind of hold the point. Kind of like Dragonshire. Rexxar and Misha are good. It's just the only thing with that is on Dragonshire, you don't get a ton of rotations into top lane. You get some ganks here and there. Whereas here on Braxis, I mean, literally last night I was watching Gilly Shark and Big O Knight do this sort of like triangle sort of collapse onto top lane, which was really cool to see. Like, no joke, they collapsed from right, left, and then they had the Rex Armisha from top just like right there onto the point, and a couple good kills last night on that one. That was very interesting to see. And then there was oh my god. There was an ETC stage dive last night that almost killed a Abathur, and then there was a Crowd Surfer power slide that put ETC on the wrong side of the gate, and then he died, and I was just laughing hysterically. I mean, I feel bad for the player, but it just like the events that unfolded were just too funny to me. Hogger, Hanzo, Genji, and Chromie banned away. Okay, Garrosh is actually not too bad for a map like this. He's got great control over the point, and speaking of control, Junkrat. So things like Garrosh, sorry, I'm blanking my brain. I'm in a fog today. I'm not feeling myself today. So Garrosh, things like Stukov, Tychus is not too bad. Sustained damage is really good here. Tychus does offer up some decent wave clear post level 10 with Commandeer Odin. Even siege value with that, so Commandeer Odin could be a nice pickup as well. Jaina's really good. I mean, a lot of mages are really good on a map like this, but there's the Garrosh and a Greymane as well. So it doesn't really show a ton of the draft. It just shows, like, okay, we got a lot of control with the Garrosh and displacement. Greymane's just good sustained damage. Poke as well. On the opposing side, so far it's a Junkrat. Into Garrosh, what do they want to go into here? A lot of the heroes that are divey are typically kind of like off limits. Johanna's still up and available. She's a solid tank into Garrosh. The Iron Skin activatable could deny his toss. We'll see Blaze picked up with a Muradin, which is not bad either. Muradin gets a lot of brawling value on Braxis holdout because of the Bronzebeard Rage level 13, so he really starts to heal up and excuse me, he really starts to heal up quite quickly in the prolonged engagements. I actually could see New Habits Blaze, but I think it's still going to be Stim. Typically Stim level 1 for Blaze. Second ban phase, though, both teams need a healer, so we could see a healer choke out, and that will be Brightwing gotten rid of. I don't hate the idea of a Stukov ban. Rhaegar ban is not a bad idea as well, for the Ancestor healing big burst heals. Ooh, Zarya. Okay, they get rid of Zarya. They don't want to deal with any sort of hyper carry shenanigans. I don't know every single player's repertoire here, but I don't know if there's any Zarya players that stand out. We got a Yrel, so we'll be able to see if there's any sort of Yrel priority or changes. Sorry, in the talent build. When I got up to go get a cup of tea, I was like looking out the window for a minute, and I was like, man, I'm in a fog today, so. Uh-oh, a little scary. None of that Zarya Garrosh combo. The speed barrier and Garrosh is pretty nice as well. And I mean, hyper carry Greymane could work out. Zarya has okay poke and such around the objective phase, and okay clear onto the Zerg wave, so I don't hate the heads-up ban coming out from the Horde here. Sylvanas is a beautiful pickup. Deckard Kane will round out the draft. I love Deckard for this map. I love Deckard on maps where there's a lot of grouped-up engagements. Volskaya Foundry, Infernal Shrines, Braxis Holdout, I mean, even Cursed Hollow and Sky. Personally, I like playing Deckard Kane on every single map. He's like the one healer I enjoy really, really playing. Glad to see him here. We could see a Lornado game. I like the idea of a stay a while and listen, but there's some cleansing stuff that could... Actually, this would be a really good Lornado game. This actually be a pretty decent Lornado game for the displacement. Kael'thas will round out the draft. Brain fog is a symptom of... I don't know. Brain fog is usually associated with fevers. Alrighty, there's the gamble going for all of you. Thank you, Ash Mantle, as always. Subdued, how you doing, bud? Alrighty, here we go. Oh, that tea should have steeped a little bit longer, but whatever. Hot water is pretty much what I wanted. Left-hand side of the map, we are going to be seeing the members of the Alliance. A Sven Yrel, We'll look at a Psy Greymane, Captain Rex on Anduin, Deviant to play your Kale Thoughts, and Jordan on your Garrosh. Oh, misclick on that level 1 mana addict. Oopsies. Everyone knows Convection has no problems and isn't mana starved. On the right for the Horde, who are dominant in our best of whatever in the Ravencourt EU League in-houses. Or just Ravencourt EU in-houses. There we go. We got a Stark Blaze. Different Stark, not the Gilly Shark Stark. Different one. Dark to play your Sylvanas. We have a Guilty Deckard Cain, Commander Rex on Junkrat, and Mopsio Muradin. How am I? I'm doing alright. I'm doing alright. I'm a little afraid that I might be getting sick, but you know what? We'll continue doing fun content for all of you instead. What's up, Elite Sparkle? A lot of wonderful humans in chat today. Thanks for hanging out and checking out the games. Sven getting the Avenging Wrath away, but the Jet Propulsion says, no, no, no! I've got a kill. First Blood does go over to the side of the Horde if that sways your bet. A little bit of poke onto the fort front gate here as Kael'thas is just trying to hold bottom lane as Muradin's trying to flank into him. Not really flank, but just looking to kind of move in. Sapphire slows down Deviant, the root comes through, the concussion mine, the ally toss, Mopsio goes over the wall from Garrosh, and the Stormbolt isn't enough to trade. 1 for 1 so far as Kael'thas sticks around in bottom lane, gets the well tap, gets the regeneration globe from Jordan. Beautifully done right there. Wow, that was absolutely fantastic. I thought Mopsio would be at least able to trade, but I think Kael'thas went down to what, like 50-something HP, 40-something? Alright, blue charge for the Alliance right now. Camp in top lane will be finished out by Dark. Stark is going to move over to this beacon channel to try and delay things out, but Yrel steps up, and still the channel continues. It'll be moved down to halfway. Actually, it's going to be shifted over completely to the side of the Horde. But Blaze doesn't have a whole lot of mana. Granted, Sylvanas is right above all this. She's got black arrows, and she's trying to clear out the wave quickly. Peeking back down into bottom lane. Looks like Greymane's making a rotation up as well as Mopsio. No, he's going to stick around down here. Did go into Dwarf block level 1, so you saw just a random Dwarf toss. Not really random, but he was Dwarf doing a little jump right there just to make sure he can get that extra stackage, because it doesn't expire. It's one of those things that you have the 4 charges until you take the damage, so that's kind of nice. It's not like ETC Block Party, which is literally a timer of those that block stacks. Jordan very low in this Garrosh, trying to wiggle his way out of this one, but I don't think he's going to find enough healing. Indomitable activated, but he won't be able to get out alive, and Muradin finds that kill, getting a little bit of revenge from that earlier toss over the fort front gate. Black Arrow's activated by the Sylvanas as she pushes into bottom lane. Deviant doesn't have a whole lot of mana to deal with this. Captain Rex, I mean, he's an Anduin. What's he going to really do? Peeking over into top lane. A little bit of Twin Flame onto the wave. What are we looking at level 4s? Nothing crazy. It is going to be the Gift of Naru for Yrel. Divine Purpose heals the lowest health nearby ally hero other than Yrel for 335. A little more sustainability for the allies around, or maybe just the ally around. Still no Zerg wave, but 40% has been picked up by the Alliance. Our gamble is just about to close with a 50-50%, or 50-50 split, sorry. 10.5 to 10.5. Nicely done. Big odds. Thank you, chat. Concussion Mine set up on the point in case Garrosh wants to step in. He does have Indomitable, or at least I assume he does. He does have it available. I think it was 10 seconds on an ally toss, which is almost probably expired by now, or at least up and available. Groundbreaker goes fishing. No one found on that one. Did go into the Unrivaled Strength level 1, so no stackage with the Groundbreaker with the Warbringer level 1. Looks like the camp has been efficiently zoned. Though Muradin, no, wait, no, Living Bomb. Okay, Living Bomb gets the kill. The camp is going to be picked up by Deckard Cain. Sven may be traded. Good Righteous Hammer pushes back the enemy, haunting way forward. Sven takes a couple auto attacks from this Sylvanas, but no kill. What's up, Forget What? How you doing, bud? Good to see you, bud. Oh boy. Hunting Wave connects on to Sven. No level 7 at that moment, so there's no like festering wounds or anything like that. And Actually, that was the level 7 pickup, as Dark is going to be thrown out of position. Yrel jumps over the wall, and Greymane lunges in and finds that last bit of damage needed. Indomitable activated, and Garrosh to be traded, though. Is this Patrick? We're never going to find out. My phone did that thing where I got a phone call for 0.25 seconds, and then it canceled, so I'm assuming I'll have another voicemail after stream today that says, would you like tax exemptions for your business? I don't own a business, chat. I'm just a Twitch streamer. All right, full Zerg wave for the side of the Alliance, pushing into bottom lane. Garrosh, Anduin making their way down there. Actually, maybe connected. I was going to say, Captain Rex is kind of caught between a Garrosh and an Anduin. Trying to find an angle, and that could go. Oh my god, the Banelings! You gotta respect the Banelings! Oh my god, how much damage was that? We got it. Hold on, we gotta see this really quickly. I know it shows Garrosh, but this is Junkrat. Dear lord, man. Oh my god, the Banelings got so much value. Alright, let's fix this. There we go. There we go. Sorry, I thought I was on the right vision, on the wrong vision. What's up, AJ? How you doing, bud? You are the business? I am? No, it's because I had the internet company I was using. I had a business account because it was the only way I could get 40 megabits per second upload a couple of years ago. So I'm probably still registered as a business somehow, some way, because I had a business account. Because internet companies would never sell your private data to other things. No, 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 Jordan, no. Garrosh will be taken down. 10 talents here picked up first on the left-hand side. I'm sorry, Sacred Ground, really? Living Bomb applied. They need one auto onto Dark, but it won't happen. Decker Kane gets the potion over the wall. There's the Sacred Ground from Sven. And Kael'thas goes down. Stay well, and Lissa connects onto Yrel, and she will be picked off as well. Okay. Nexus Forces Monka. That's what it is if you look at the death recap. Nexus Forces. If you die to a fort, that's the Nexus Forces. Indomitable activated by Garrosh. No scroll of ceiling onto him. Concussion Mine moves him out of the engagement. Top lane fort shall go down. Good damage coming out from the Horde here in map number 3 of the day. As they move over to the top right, they'll grab this camp on the top left. This is going to be our Bruiser camp traded. Wouldn't be surprised if we see Siege Giants grabbed by the side of the Alliance. Camp timer on the bottom right is 25 seconds. Boss is up and available, but I don't know if anyone's going to be going for it. Sven checks, I think.
You will not face them alone.
Take a look on the different visions here really quickly. Enemy team showing a little bit in top, at least Sven and Greymane will. Jet propulsion up here from Blaze. Gravity lapse into Light Bomb. Sacred Ground is going to be summoned by Sven once again. 50 armor. As long as Yrel is inside of that, she's going to walk out and it will expire. It is an active timer, so the moment you use it, it goes on to cooldown. Already 13 seconds ready for that one. Gravity lapse on Mopsio. He gets the Avatar activated. Big stay while and listen onto 2, and Yrel will go down. Deviant should be the next one to fall as the body blocks come through from Blaze. A triple kill to the side of the Horde as they now push in. Well, actually, I'd say grab boss. Maybe... Yeah, someone starts channeling top. Junkrat gets bottom clear. Sylvanas probably haunting waves over the wall. Teleport to there. All right, so no boss call, actually. Death timers are actually relatively low now that I look at it. Death timers are low. They get the channel. They're already at 20% on the objective. Junkrat cleared out most of bottom wave. And the minions will take care of the rest of that. He's going to join to the allies. Blaze still chilling in top. 13 talents here just now picked up by the right-hand side. Mopsio able to get a dwarf toss out. He gets a potion from the Decker Kane as the Light Bomb follow up onto him. Mopsio, do you have an avatar? Not for 40 seconds. The Gravity Lapse connects, and that will be Kael'thas getting a kill. Stark on the Blaze, rotates in, says hello, and that's really all he does. There are super pots, level 13, picked up by the Decker Kane. That's not going to save that Muradin in the moment. Jordan is Crankle, by the way. Things, should I call him Crankle or Jordan? What does he want to go by? Because it's like Unaverted wants to be called Brandon, but people call him Unaverted still, even though his username is literally Brandon. And he has said that he just wants to be called by his regular name. Riptire from Junkrat. The old man goes to the retirement home as Kael'thas gets that last little bit of damage. Let's stay well and listen. Not enough to deviate the enemies from getting a kill. Haunting Wave in. Warlord's Challenge. Goodbye, Sylvanas, I do expect. Muradin jumps in as well. He gets his avatar. Thunderclapping onto the ground. I don't think Muradin's going to live here. He's got healing static and reverberation, all that, or Thunderburn, but yeah, it's a double kill. Overall, a triple kill to the side of the Alliance as they also get the Zerg Wave. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Sven insta-mounts with the Divine Steed level 7 just to back away from this blaze, but massive Zerg Wave in top. Decent Zerg Wave in bottom, 60-some%. Okay, so Kael'thas is doing his best to make Swiss cheese out of the bottom lane wave. Meanwhile, we move back into the top, and the Alliance are just eradicating this top lane fort. Ultralisks and Guardians, Hydralisks, oh my. Good jet propulsion. First bullet onto Garrosh here. Or excuse me, from Greymane, sorry, different G. Curse bullet going out from Greymane. Garrosh health bar just dropped, and I looked at the wrong thing. Indomitable activated. Concussion Mine blasts Sven off of his holy ground. 11 minutes and 11 seconds. Make a wish as Kael'thas does finish out his level 1 questing talent. Has the activatable Arcane Barrier. Mopsy on the bottom left of our screen. Maybe looking to jump in here, but still Sylvanas dead for 12 seconds. Deviant. Stormbolt not connecting. Stormbolt not connecting, unfortunately, right there. Junkrat with the Bog Down, Boom Pow, as well as the Ripper Air. Hold the phone. Good Light Bomb into combo onto Mopsio. He gets... how is Mopsio alive? How in this world is Mopsio actually alive? His health bar... I swear his health bar went to 0, but still, Mopsio lives. Yrel pulled off of the Sacred Ground by the leap of faith of Captain Rex. Jordan throwing Blaze around, but it doesn't seem like it sets anything up. Actually, Jordan might be the one to go down. Nice Indomitable eats the Concussion Mine of Junkrat, as the Phoenix from Kael'thas provides some sustained damage onto the Decker Kane. Still around 50% HP. Blaze a little low on HP. Junkrat completely out of mana. It all comes back randomly. Oh, I thought that last auto was going to connect onto Greymane and find the kill, but not the case. Stay well and listen. Garrosh dead. Garrosh going to move to the top right because he's going to create some space for his allies to back away. And that'll be Garrosh going down at the end of this engagement. 12-9 in kills. 15.5-ish to 15.5. Those 12 kills favoring the side of the Horde. All right. I want to look at the... There. Nope. I clicking on the wrong thing today. Self-healing for Muradin is currently at... Oh, it's just about... It's at 12k. It's over 12k. Self-healing for Yrel at about 16,000, rounding on these numbers. Okay, Yrel dead. Nope, she dead. Boss goes to top lane. Yrel dead for 39 seconds. 16 talents here on both sides. And it doesn't look, even with those changes at level 1 and the change at level 16 on Templar's Verdict, doesn't look like it's really shifted the Yrel playstyle much. Still have, like, Templar's Verdict was nerfed. It went from 20 armor reduction to 15 and from 7% to 6. There was that level 7 that was buffed for the amount of armor and the duration that you give to allies. So if you do the Avenging Wrath near an ally, they get 40 armor for 5 seconds. Cooldown, by the way, for Avenging Wrath is 6 seconds. So on paper, that looks a little sketchy. But honestly, at this level of play, I saw it. The first week the changes came out, I saw it, and it was tested, but I honestly feel like it ain't the flavor for Yrel. I asked Liam, and he's just like, giving up Hand of Freedom is so hard to do. Now, of course, this Yrel did give up Hand of Freedom, and that's exactly why they're losing. That's the only reason. Has nothing to do with kills, has nothing to do with team fighting. Avatar from Mopsio, the Wailing Earth from Sylvanas does go in. Mopsio's so very low. Trying to get a potion or two from Decker Kane, trying to get a straight to kick in, lands a Stormbolt onto the enemy. Stay well and listen from the Decker Kane, put on a 10-second cooldown as it was interrupted. Concussion Mine splitting Jordan here, looking for the Groundbreaker. Huge repulsion from Blaze. Greymane a little bit low, but Blaze is on fire right now, and Kael'thas finds that last of the damage needed. Traded kills, Stormbolt does connect onto Greymane. Leap of Faith will pull him to safety. Another Stay well and listen interrupted. This time by Kael'thas with the Gravity Lapse. Sven very low on the Urel. He gets the Ardent, the Sacred Ground activated, but it's still not enough. Yeah, 50 armor, but you still got a Junkrat, Muradin, and Sylvanas peppering you with damage, as Anduin is going to be taking a bit of a nap here. Kael'thas, the lone defender, as he goes to bottom lane, hearthing out, and will clear out the mini wave here. But this is looking like it'll be Zerg wave over to the side of the Horde, and the pen is filling in top lane. There was a boss earlier that opened things up a little bit, so this is not a bad setup for the side of the Horde. We'll see if they can push in to win. We'll go ahead and cycle through those other numbers if you are curious at the bottom of the screen while this siege does happen. God, you better go back and clear that. There's one Ultralisk. Do you know how much those Space Cows can do? Alright, Possession to steal a minion or two, buffing up the wave a little bit. You see that kind of purple glow on a few. Kael'thas ignites, or throws out the Living Bomb. Trying to clear this out quickly. Phoenix thrown out as well. Sacred Ground from the Urel. That was in the wrong zoom. Still chilling inside that Sacred Ground. Sven just playing to the side, but either way, will walk out as the keep does fall. Sapphire thrown up by the Decker Kane. Chastise from the Anduin. Just trying to slow down the enemies here, but it doesn't seem like it's working out too well. Core defenses are being thrown out, but that's a massive Riptire onto Urel. She's taken out as well. This is looking like a dead Garrosh on the left-hand side of this engagement. Maybe he can get back into the Hall of Storms. Dark trying to chase him down. One more auto needed, and he will fall, as Dark is going to be able to be set up by the Decker Kane, and the Horde continue their dominance today, as that will be map number 3 to the side of the Horde in our best of whatever here in the Ravencourt EU League. GG, well played. The Horde won again. 3 maps in a row. Statistically, they should lose the next one, right? That's how that works? Are you going to be casting the Ravencourt tournament from Hazu as well? What's up, Sheltering Hand? Yes, I'll be casting. I don't know if it's Hazu's tournament. I don't know the intricacies, like the details of it. I don't know if like he's putting up the prize pool or anything like that, but I'm pretty sure they're using his name because it generates hype. If you put Bahamut main caster, you're gonna be losing viewers. Know what I mean? Yeah, there's the Hanzo Genji Cup, which is happening pretty much every weekend in June, except for this upcoming weekend. Yeah, except for this weekend. So starting in the June 8th and 9th, 15th, 16th, 22nd, 23rd, and 29th and 30th is the Hanzo Genji Cup. And then starting on the 6th, 7th, 13th, 14th, 20th, 21st, and 27th and 28th of July is the Ravencourt League. And I'll be doing casting for both of those because this is my job. So be sure to follow the channel. Be sure to follow the channel. We do a lot of HOTS casting here. We do other stuff as well. We got variety, but HOTS is the core of our channel. So every little bit of support is always appreciated. But I am talking about subs and stuff in the middle of ads, so it's not like it's going to happen. Mr. Bandit, you are perfect. You guys see that Dustin Browder tweeted? See that Dustin Browder tweeted for the first time since 2021? I'm not exaggerating. 2021 was the last time Dustin Browder tweeted. He tweeted today for the first time in like 3 years. Dustin Browder, Dustin Browder's the reason that HOTS is HOTS. Dustin Browder is the HOTS god. Big old DB. But yeah, it's almost been exactly 3 years since his last tweet. But by the way, Dreamhaven is looking for playtesters, so sign up. I did it. Dustin doesn't like social media. Did Dustin Browder tweet because he just finished the Arthas patch? Dustin Browder is like the dude at Blizzard. Well, he was at Blizzard, and he was the guy that pretty much brought HOTS out of the custom game from StarCraft 2. Like, he was like the first main lead director of HOTS, if I'm not mistaken. And he was beloved by the community too, because he'd answer tweets. He was pretty active on like forums and stuff like that, responding to people and like memeing and stuff. So like he was a cherished member of the community. And then he went and worked for Mike Morheim, is the short of it all. Then he went and worked at Dreamhaven. And Dreamhaven's been quiet since they pretty much started. Like, they were like, hey, we're gonna headhunt, we're gonna not really headhunt, but we're gonna take a bunch of really good Blizzard devs, and we're gonna go off and just make some stuff. We'll let you know what's gonna happen. That's actually, you know what? We should put something from Dreamhaven in the bingo card for next week, because next week we're gonna be doing games. There's the Summer Games Fest, so we're gonna do a bingo card for that. And I think that's like a couple hours, I think. So that'll be a fun one. But we do have, there's a PlayStation State of Play happening in roughly 3 hours. So we're going to do a bingo for that. Bingo for that one is exciting. Did I just drop like 30 viewers out of nowhere? I swear I looked at my viewership, it was 70, and then I don't check my viewership, but I just happened to look over and check it, and it's 49. Did I just drop like 20-something viewers out of nowhere? The heck? That's super weird. Did I run ads? Yeah, I did. But that shouldn't drop, like... That shouldn't drop 20 people. Grubby is thinking there's some Twitch glitch running ads and viewers. Ugh. The Twitch sometimes, man. What's up, Saddle? How you doing, bud? The Twitch sometimes, man. Twitch sometimes. Did it really? I don't really actively watch my viewership. Like I never have like the viewership number there. I just happen to look, like I glance at it every so often during stream when we're kind of in a down moment. Like we're waiting for like games. I'm just like, I'll be like, oh, where are we at right now? And it just like I ran ads 5 minutes and 13 seconds ago, and apparently that killed my viewership. Good job, Twitch. Great job, Twitch. Love you, Twitch. You're such a great I love full-time streaming on Twitch. It's not stressful at all. All right, anyways, readies are out. I think we're just waiting for the button to get pushed, and then we're going to go to our next map. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, into the Ravencourt EU in-houses. My name is Bahamut. We are here in our live. Yes, the games are live. The games are live. It's live. It's live. There's actually a draft, and you can stop complaining about it being a replay or not. Infernal Shrines is map number 4. We've got the Alliance on the left and the Horde on the right, and this is going to be a absolute blast of a map. See what we're going to be getting here as Hogger will be immediately banned away. So Infernal Shrines, double soak between mid and bottom is very, very important. You've got our solo lane as well. Maybe we see some sort of globals. And like Dahaka's not bad here. Falstad can be a nice pickup as well. Yeah, that's actually crazy, Ninja. That's actually, it's insane to me. That's absolutely insane. Just trying to make a living out here, and Twitch is just killing my numbers. That's absolutely wonderful. I wonder if Grubby tweeted about it. If he did, that I can actually mention it as well. Hold on one second. Oh, Grubby. Let's see. Did you tweet about it? Nope. Just the fact that he got copyright flagged for a video game that he's been playing. Otherwise, no updates on Twitter. All right. Anyways, Alliance on the left-hand side will be picking up Hanzo first for Infernal Shrines. We do have a Hogger Mephisto band, Tracer, and Vala band away. So Genji's still up and available. Johanna's a fantastic hero for this map with the Condemn pickup. Or sorry, Condemn grouping of minions and sappers. Things like Leoric tend to be a hot priority. But as I said, I do like the Dahaka. I do like Falstad on this map. They both open up. They both offer up a lot of wave clear. A lot of shrine clear, a lot of just really good control between Gust and as well Drag. We will see the Chromie, though, picked up on the right-hand side. Falstad actually does synergize very well with the Chromie. I mean, Falstad synergizes with most mages. He can go into the Boomerang level 7. Even if he goes into auto-attack build, it does add in extra damage into the Boomerang Explosion, which does allow you to clear waves faster. But also you get the minus 15 spell armor, which is nice for the Chromie burst ability. Diablo, Lucio, Hanzo. Okay, so Diablo's picked up here. Ban-wise, probably a solo lane ban, maybe like a Leoric priority, or... like Leoric is such a good idea here, because also Diablo Lightning Breath, so you have the easy bake oven, if you will. Dahaka will be forced to use Burrow consistently to break any sort of drain hope sort of grabs. They're gonna offer nothing. They're like, you know what? We don't care. We don't need to ban. It's whatever. It's not that big of a deal. No big deal at all. All right, so. Let's see what else we have to unfold here. Yeah, that makes sense. I was going to say Diablo being picked up on the left-hand side. Garrosh to be the ban against that makes a lot of sense. Typically considered kind of a counter. Dahaka Chromie. There's the Johanna I was hoping for. I still like the idea of the Falstad for the double global. I really do like that idea. Sylvanas is up still, so they could see a Sylvanas. No, they're going to go Brightwing. They want to pick up the phase shift. And they're going to flex with their last slot. Okay, I mean, it makes sense to pick up the Brightwing and then flex with the last one. You can either go into the Falstad, you can go into the Sylvanas. I don't think they want to go into another Mage. Could go into a Grey main still. I think he's up and available for a Curse Bullet burst onto Diablo. A lot of different directions you can go for the Horde, so I do like this last pick being really flexible. Shimada Bros left-hand side with the Hanzo and the Genji. Need a solo lane. There's that Leoric I was talking about. There's that Leoric. Last pick on the right-hand side. Is it going to be another Sylvanas? Are we going to be seeing a Grey main? I like both of them as an option. I've talked a lot about the Falstad. My desire for that to be grabbed here as well. Good synergies with a lot of what's been drafted so far on the right side. You also, as I said, have that Gust to kind of push back the enemy from some sketchy moments. But let's see what we have here. Last pick coming out in a second for the side of the Horde, and they will grab a Grey main. All right, let's go ahead and load on up to map number 4 of the day. Thanks, everyone, for hanging out. If you're enjoying yourself here on Twitch, be sure to drop a follow, as apparently Twitch is killing viewership numbers, and that's always great. That's always great for my sponsors will love my sponsors will love that. All right, but either way, if you're having fun here on Twitch, be sure to drop a follow, as we will put this VOD up on YouTube. Be sure to consider liking and subscribing over there so we can grow the YouTube page. And of course, if you'd like to support further on this Twitch channel, every little bit is appreciated, as we are trying to grow the Twitch channel. We got the raffle going on right now. Help us sustain full-time streaming and support the good boy that is Bandit. I'm trying to wait for the load in here so you guys can see a little bit of the level 1s before you make predictions. There you go. Gamble's up and available. Left side of the map, we're taking a peek at the Alliance. Serdath is going to be playing your Leoric, Sai on the Hanzo, Mopsio Diablo, Ghost Runner on the Genji, and we'll see a Captain Rex Lucio. Right side of the map, we've got a Jordan Brightwing, it looks like, Deviant on Johanna, Sven to play the Dahaka, Dark on the Greymane, and Commander Rex, once again, reprising the role on Chromie. I did say on that Towers of Doom game, you can't give Commander Rex Chromie, and let's see how it works out.
3, 2, 1. Let the battle begin.
They can't see me. He's talking about cocktail. I'm like, yeah, you should get a cocktail. Absolutely. Get yourself a beverage. He's talking about Incendiary Elixir at level 7. All right. Well, 2 different thought patterns right there. Drag from Dahaka point blank onto the Genji as we rotate down into bottom lane. Doesn't look like Genji's going to be threatened too much by the Dahaka outside of the CC. Last time I gambled, I lost all my points. Do you know how long it takes to save up 100k? No, I actually don't. But you are a sub, and you get faster, you get more channel points. If you have the auto-redeemer thing on, so that helps out a little bit. Also, gambling and winning channel point predictions can get you more. As Brightwing does go down, Commander Rex mopped up by Lucio, actually. Sorry, Captain Rex with a double kill early on. This button, I think? Yeah, there you go. 2 kills, both over to the side, over to Lucio. All right, Lucio, the real assassin in this game. All right, just taking a look around here and see what we got going on. Actually, mid lane, maybe a potential fight. Ghost Runner able to get the Swift Strike out. Looking at our level 1s, Tissue Regeneration for the Dahaka, so might see that sort of auto-attack build for him with the Essence Claws later on. Hyper Shift Fight Brightwing. Adhoral Anomaly level 2 for the Chromie. Already have 7 stacks on that Deep Breathing level 1. Hanzo got a scatter off the wall right there and did pick up his 8th stack on Simple Geometry. 36 in Rising Souls for the Diablo. As we got 11k up to the Alliance and 5k to the Horde. Diablo making the Shadow Charge onto Chromie here. Okay. Just looking at Leoric in top, get a quick clear. He did go Neil Peasants level 4. Explosive Arrow for the Hanzo as well for some faster Shrine and Wave clear. Genji with the, not Eye of the Tiger, sorry, Dragon Claw. I don't know why my brain was thinking that. Soul to Flame, Morbius Loop for the Chromie, because she gets her talents early at level 5 already. Lurker Strain Dahaka. Alright, well, we'll see the rotations back and forth between mid and bottom. No real threat onto Leoric here, as he's just going to take a hit from that Gilnean Cocktail. I don't think Dark is going to go Incendiary Elixir. It looks like he's going to go into that trait build. Or I guess, well, I guess Inner Beast build. But right now, Leoric is getting low. Condemn pulls him back in. Serdath, 6 HP, and the Shield Glare finds the Snipe. That'll be the first blood for the side of the Horde, as it's 2-1 in kills currently, favoring the Alliance. 6.5 to 6.5, just about in our experience. Looks like Jordan splits out here to go soak up in mid lane for a little bit more experience. In top lane, Dahaka. He's got that Lurker Strain. Not sure what his cooldown looks like. Okay, so he pops his burrow, able to get the Lurker Strain bop back onto the enemy. Sven going to pre-tap well, and he wants to step out and try and finish out this wave before it finds siege value in the top. But Mopsio, Ghost Runner, and Captain Rex still kind of sticking around here. Sven goes fishing for a Mopsio and doesn't find anything but air between. Johanna pressuring onto the Hanzo on the top left of our screen. Meanwhile, the Punisher jumps over onto the Leoric. I think he was able to use the Wraith Walk to get out of that one. All right, Twitch Gamble's closed. Nicely done, chat. Thank you all for the odds. I appreciate it. Condemn onto Mopsio. He's dropping low. There's also a Sins Exposed from the Johanna level 7, reducing damage. It is going to be Incendiary Elixir level 7. And Leoric almost walking through all that sand. The Punisher is going to expire here. Dark able to roll to disengage back into human form. Sven brush talks down here. Mopsio's got the immediate read. Lurker Strain Burrow. Trying to hit someone here. Lands the drag immediately into Ghost. Ghost Runner Swift striking the wrong direction. Oh, maybe he's looking for a reset Swift strike. I'm not sure. I am not 100% sure about that one, but either way, another fire stomp out from Diablo. He's going to finish out his souls, and he's not dead, actually. I thought he was about to be taken down. Nope, I'm wrong. He is. Souls finished, souls expended. Second objective phase will be in the top lane Arcane Punisher, probably somewhere around the 7-8 minute mark in game time as we're about to hit the 5 minute. Augmented guard for Genji as well, okay. Greymane finishes out camp in bottom lane. Let's cycle through some other numbers. Jordan being harassed by Ghost Runner. I do want to point out it's a bit of a different build for our Genji here. I'm very excited to see how this kind of unfolds. No Shuriken Mastery. There's that activation of the Dragon Claw at the end of that. Diablo sets up the kill. Temporal Loop into Mopsio. Is there a trade? Mopsio goes down to the Nexus Forces. As Sven brushstocks in. Looks for the isolation! Oh my god! What a shot from Sven, but Captain Rex is like, I'm out of here. Gonna wall ride right on out of that one, and Sir Death will push up top lane a little bit more. Diablo getting that soul reduction, or soul consumption reduction post level 10. Speaking of, Dragon Blade, Entomb, High Five, Dragon's Arrow, so that's the AoE stun. And Diablo holding level 10. Not sure what he wants, if he wants Apocalypse or if he's going to go Lightning Breath for the combo. On the opposing side, it's going to be that Isolation, Curse Bullet, Blessed Shield, Temporal Loop, as well as the Blink Heal for the Brightwing. Mopsio picks up Apocalypse. There's the Entomb. Apocalypse comes through. Great damage onto Greymane. Hanzo did land a Dragon Arrow inside of that Entomb. Temporal Loop goes out. Just creates some space and opens up an opportunity to chunk onto Mopsio's health bar, but chunking is all it does. Crummy Time Trap finds 2. She's going to be able to get great damage. Hanzo uses the natural agility to the left-hand side, just trying to get away from that sand. He doesn't want to beach day just yet. It's not warm enough outside. Peeking into top lane. Looks like Sven's putting the hurt onto this Leoric. He's going to have to tap well. 9 stacks on tissue regeneration for the Dahaka right now. I clicked on Leoric. I'm just curious about his storage on HP. So he's just about full with 2,635 HP. And that healing over time, that regeneration per second is not too bad. Regen per second is currently 47.62. Drag is mitigated by a Wraithwalk of Leoric. He drops the Entomb. Brightwing comes through with a phase shift as well. Polymorph onto Leoric. It's isolation into him as well. Bottom lane fort does go down. Diablo comes in with a Shadow Charge onto Brightwing. She blink heals over to this Dahaka, but Lucio putting the pressure. Deviant able to get that blink heal to the ally minion. Polymorph Lucio. Blessed Shield turnaround. Drag immediately. And Chromie's going to get the Temporal Loop. Now Lucio trying to high five, but and he actually managed to get that high five out of the Temporal Loop. Ghost Runner almost taking down Sven, but man, the great escape from Deviant and Sven, beautifully done right there. I thought it was going to be a double kill for the Alliance. Not the case whatsoever. 4-4 in kills, 12.5 for the side of the Horde as they're about a quarter level lead over the enemy. Yo, Slink, what's up, bud? How you doing today? Thanks for streaming last night. It was great to see you. Punisher jumps onto Johanna. She doesn't even activate Iron Skin. Oh god, the drag onto Hanzo. Not even elongated tongue right there. Punisher now moving in to the top. Ghost Runner, a little bit low, gets the regeneration globe. Sticking around Captain Rex for some extra healing. Jumps in for a few shurikens onto the fort. No level 13 on either side. Great Gilnean cocktail splash through. Chunks onto the Genji. Punisher being pulled beyond the fort as this will be accepted as it's lost. Hope you're doing amazing. Oh, thank you very much. I'm trying my best. Trying to do my best. Apparently, when I run ads on Twitch now, it ruins my viewership. So that's exciting. That's really good. It's almost like Twitch fired a bunch of people that were necessary to make the program work. It's almost like that's the case. Dahaka brush-talking into bottom. Mopsio was anchoring even before that rotation in, and Sven says, you know what, I just wanted to go clear the minion wave. Tomb from Lior connecting on a Tomb. There's an Apocalypse from Diablo. Tiger Claw activated by the Genji. Dragon's Arrow from Hanzo as the double kill comes through for the side of the Alliance. Temporal Loop onto one hero. I think it was onto... I actually have no idea who it was onto. There's just so much going on right now, but it is still going to be a triple kill over to the side of the Alliance, who are looking to maybe move past this fort and find more damage. Nah, they're just going to take down this fort. The next objective phase will be Frozen Punisher in the bottom lane, probably somewhere around 11-minute in-game time. New York gets chunked a little bit here in mid. Started the Wraith walk out. Did go into the ominous Wraith level 13. It is still Shingun level 13 for the Genji, though. Even though it didn't go into Shuriken Mastery for the reset potential and such. Still will go for that Shingun. There's the Primal Rage. I actually said Essence Clause. That's the level 20. But Primal Rage, which is a nice kind of which is a nice combination with the Tissue Regeneration level 1. We wait patiently for the shove into mid lane. More Impalers to be grabbed here. 16 almost available for the left-hand side as another fight breaks out. We have the Entomb from Lior, the Temporal Loop from the Chromie, Deflect activated by the Genji. Meanwhile, Diablo finds a Shadow Charge onto the Dahaka on the left-hand side of the fight with another Fire Stomp coming through. Sven is forced to pop his Essence as Surdath is pulled back in by a Condemn from the Johanna. Huge Dragon Arrow onto a few members. Mopsio looking to make a play off of this. Apocalypse just now coming off the cooldown. Jordan's so very low in the Johanna, taken down by the Lucio. As Apocalypse goes out, the Overpower onto that Apocalypse circle. And Greymane will be the next target. Ghost Runner chasing down Sven, and it's his brother, Hanzo, who snipes the kill with a bow and arrow to the back of Dahaka. Meanwhile, in mid lane, this was happening as well. Diablo tanks a tower shot or two. We've got Impalers. Actually, a couple Impalers can't move past the wave. They're kind of stuck as the sidewalls are limiting the step up. But either way, it doesn't matter. Leoric is going to soak up top 17 to 15 and a half. And let's take a look at those level 16s. It is going to be the Reflect for Genji as well as the Royal Focus Leoric. We've got that as a Debilitating Flame. Debilitating Flames at level 16 as well as the House part, the Up the Frequency and Giant Slayer. Chromie does have a level 16, of course, because of the trait, and it's going to be the Quantum Overdrive. Pull away the talents here really quickly. We got an objective phase. Let's take a zoom out and see what we've got going on. Yorick working on objective. We have Genji diving into bottom. Takes a Curse Bullet to the face from Greymane. 16 almost here on the right-hand side. Maybe they're going to make a play. 13 stacks on that Incendiary Elixir. Holy Renewal. We've got the Alpha Killer, Elongated Tongue. Phase out for the Brightwing level 16. No Critter Eyes. And actually, that was the 14th stack right there for Greymane as he splashes through the minion wave. But as I mentioned, that Frozen Punisher, it's up and available. It was taken out, cleared. Sappers were cleared out by Leoric. Sorry, I'm in a fog today. 10 to 4 in kills. It's even talent here. See if things work out for the side of the Horde, or if this continues to be a dominant map number 4 for the side of the Alliance. Punisher jumps over the wall. Dragon's Arrow to follow that up, but it's going to be mitigated by a Burrow of Dahaka and Iron Skin of the Johanna. Frozen Punisher locks down structures for a second and some change. Incendiary Elixir done. That means that Greymane now has the reduced cooldown. There's also some damage scaling in there, up to 375, I do believe. Apocalypse and the Entomb coming out. The Punisher locking down the structure. Greymane really low, trying to play around the core defenses right now. Surdath with the Wraith walk through with that ominous Wraith Royal Focus combo. Punisher goes down. 50% or more of the keep has been removed. Yeah, that's just the cooldown reduction. The Ominous Wraith gives the damage reduction, and Wraith walk out from Leoric. He's good. Meanwhile, in top lane, Fallen Shaman pushing up onto the fort here. Gonna get some decent damage. Oh, bottom lane, we still actually have the fight breaking out. Lurker Strain into Curse Bullet. High fives from Lucio. Mopsio getting sped up, and they're out of there. Fallen Shaman in top lane, and Minion Wave getting crazy good damage. Big swing from Leoric with the cleave as well. Might be able to save the fort. Definitely able to save the fort. Next Punisher will be in the top lane. Going to be a Mortar Punisher. I think we're looking at a 15, 16 minute, probably like 15 and a half, 16 minute in-game time. Something like that, I do believe. How much is left on this fort in top lane? I'm just really curious. 1,258. How much is a Chromie? 3 Blast. That math seems to check out. I think like 3 blasts at the top fort would take it down. Man, our red team, the Horde, playing aggressive in their positioning. I mean, it's almost level 20, so the Orc's going to push up in top, so they know it's an offset fight, especially with Genji in bottom lane, and they're using the Blessed Hammer from the Johanna, level 13, to try and get some vision of the enemies, but it's just not working out. Yeah. The Alliance are just like, okay, we have the 20 soon. You have almost 2 levels to go. Leorc got out of top lane. Youch. Youch. This is looking a little rough for the Horde here. Lines goes back down to bottom. When we're talking about level 20s, we've got a Dragon Awakens, right? Oh, the Dragon Becomes Me, excuse me. Buried Alive, Lord of Terror, House Party for the Lucio, or Mixing Fire, sorry, and last but not least, the Bullseye Hanzo. Chromie does have her level 20, and it is going to be the Stuck in the Loop. Nice shield glare from Jordan right there. Just scouts out and it's like, all right, yeah, they're chilling around here. Genji just putting some damage onto the sidewall. Still a level to go, and the objective phase has been announced. Oh, look at that. It was right around 15:30, 16 minutes. Wow. You think it's my job. So what are the top defenses looking like? Because it kind of seems like the Horde are going to give this objective so they can grab 20 talent here and defend on an even plane. Top lane keep, front gate is taking a little bit of damage. Seems defendable. Seems defendable. Still half a level to go for the side of the Horde on that level 20. Okay, no sub done for the Johanna either. We skim just through some other stats and numbers here. I'm just curious about damage. Who's got the highest right now? 53,000 for Chromie. Closest on the enemy side is about 49,000 for the Hanzo. Trying to steal away this camp. Is this seen from the... Oh, it is. Yeah, they do definitely see the enemy on this. But as I mentioned, they're unable to do much about that. Catapult in top lane is going to take down that one tower we were showing earlier. Gillian Cocktail splashing through, trying to get that last little bit of damage needed. The last little bit of experience needed. Jordan hit with the Sonic Arrow. That does have the stun now. Contagion upgrade for Dahaka's Isolation. We'll see the Blunderbuss. We've got the Invisible Friends, as well as the Radiating Faith of the Johanna. Activates Iron Skin. Eats the Punisher jump. Diablo overpowers Sven. Dahaka a little bit low. Mopsio gets the Apocalypse just after that timeout. And a big Dragon's Arrow. Oh, the damage. All the humanity. Genji will fall. The Sonic Arrow from Hanzo finds the kill. That right there is a last kill on to Chromie once this expires. Beautifully done from the Alliance. They are going to take this map number 4 of the day in a really, really good 15-5. Beautifully done. Absolute blast of a map. GG, well played. GG, well played. Map number 4 goes over to the side of the Alliance. Wonderfully done. Absolutely wonderfully done.